Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God!
Again.
You not ready? You not ready for this one? Oh my God! Everybody, take it easy.
Sesame Street.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not ready, we have the guest host back for a second time. You don't get tired of being here, like go home or something. Another episode, and you here? We need Mike. Like we tired of the chick.
Mike went to Africa.
Yeah. Mike in Africa because his donkey is getting repossession.
He don't have a donkey. He has the goat. Remember?
Oh, the goat. Yeah, the goat. The donkey mine.
He ate the old goat, so now he has the new goat.
Okay, yeah, and then in Africa, if you don't pay your goat, they repossession.
No, they kill it. They eat it.
No.
Oh. Yeah, it's done.
They cannot kill the goat.
Yeah. If you don't pay for your goat.
So he's in Africa now getting the visa paper for his goat.
I don't have
So now
friends.
he has to marry the goat so he can bring the goat over here.
Yes.
I don't have friends. That's why I'm here with you guys today.
Wow.
Mama. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Rafizi in the building. We have yours truly, Nueva York in the building. We have the one and only Superman.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman.
It's Superman, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta catch him because we gotta take shots here. Remember what I said?
I didn't say nothing about money right now.
Exactly. So we gotta trick him into saying how much he paid for some shit so we could take some shots.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, that's a segment in the show. So
if he mentions how much he paid for
anything,
he
we all take a shot.
everybody has to take a shot.
Yeah, everybody watching us, yo, I paid this for that, or yo, this cost, because you'll catch him.
When you said something, he was like, "Oh, we taking a shot now."
Oh,
So
got it.
he gave it to you.
Got it.
Offline, he told you, Tommy, yo, I paid $12,000 for this. Where's my shot?
Right.
Where's my shot?
Right. But it was off camera. It was off.
It
camera.
does.
They be trying to do it. They be asking me questions like, "How you gonna ask me a question and then charge
How
me
much
with that?"
you paid for that?
Nah, shut the fuck up. How you did that? That's fucked up.
Oh, we gotta take a shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't noticed, he loved it so much, he came back for episode number 2. We got Tommy 5000 as another guest host.
You're 4 episodes behind. He's in episode
he's
6.
saying
No,
my-
this is the
my
second episode he's
Okay.
on.
Oh,
Catch
yeah,
up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
This
a
is why
guest.
Mike and now Rafizi has shit. Cause bro, pay attention. This
Yeah,
is the second.
look,
We
but
had him as a guest.
I want to say something. I want to talk to Joselito.
He doesn't.
No,
speak. He's
espérate.
mute today.
Espérate.
I don't know who recruits
Say-
the guests.
Yeah, like we gotta talk to somebody.
Who recruits?
What did we do here on this podcast that landed us on interviewing puppets?
I know, like.
This is why
Do I look like
stayed,
Sesame
'cause I
Street?
saw
El
he was.
final.
I saw he was the next guest.
Yo,
And I was like, yo, I want to talk to him about the Puti Olympics.
Yo,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's been giving me the cold shoulder the whole time. I said hi like 5 times. He hasn't moved.
no te contestó.
Wow.
he hasn't said nothing,
He hasn't.
but he
hasn't
talks
said-
mad shit on social media.
Joselito, what's up? You don't even got your headphones on. You don't even know we're talking to you.
That's not dumb.
My man's he don't got a.
You talking to a
Yo.
puppet.
Ahora, is this wrong of me? Like I confused them too. Like I looked over there and I was talking. I thought I was gonna ask Rafizi to make the hookah again, but this is Rafizi.
He has a couple inches on him.
But I was talking. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't noticed, we have the one, the only. Yo, watch your putis because he's coming for them. And he got. Listen, this puppet has been all over the world.
Yeah.
His
All
traveled
over,
so
all
much.
over.
dick got more stamps
This
than my
puppet-
passport.
Yo, this puppet has an OnlyFans.
The
This-
puppet has an OnlyFans.
This puppet has a bigger dick than all of us put together.
Wait,
I
no,
pro-
Rafi has the biggest dick.
I mean, I don't know how you say.
Hey,
Talking to the mic because I want that shit to be.
Wow.
You gotta
and
understand.
wow.
You measure the dick compared to the body size.
Hey, yo, all right. So the previous episode, he described your dick. This episode, you described. I want to know what the fuck goes on.
Why do they know
each
each
other's
other's dick
dicks?
So
size?
what happened was
And
I
form
plead
and
the fifth.
look.
Talk into the mic, my man.
What do you think I'm doing?
This is your second episode here.
I'm talking to
You're
the
talking
mic.
to the side of the mic.
I'm talking
This
right
is
here.
not a rap album, my
You
nigga.
want the
I
mic
can
in my
hear.
mouth.
Yes.
Yo,
Whoa.
Rafi's the type of guy that holds the gun sideways like this.
Yo, he holding the mic like he rapping, like he about to drop the shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Joselito, how you doing? All right.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, how? All right.
Just
Yo,
look
how
at
many
his eyes.
followers- How many followers does Joselito have?
Joselito, how many followers you got?
He's almost account's at 200K right now, right?
This puppet has 200,000 followers.
And a big
And there's people
200.
right now that don't have 100.
Este muñeco.
Ese muñeco
He got more followers than me. That's crazy.
tiene contenido.
And his shoes cost more than everything you got on. Yo, this is puppet got drip.
Yo,
Yeah, let
what?
me see the-
But
let me see the
Dazzled,
drip,
he
let me
got
see the drip.
Swarovski crystals on them
What
shits.
is he? What is he wearing?
Yo, he got, what is this? Olympics. This is not even Olympics. This
Those are
is,
the sevens.
these are
Yo,
custom
I-
sevens? These
Yo,
are
we
sevens?
told him he was
These are
supposed to be
sevens.
drinking before the podcast.
These are sevens? These are sevens,
Those
Superman?
Those are 6s and a halves.
6s and a halves. This shit's
What do you mean
bedazzled.
6.5? Why
I'm
is it-
bullshitting, I'm just-
I was like, what sneakers?
This
are
is-
6.5?
Hold on. I gotta
Bedazzled.
fix him up.
Yo, these are bejeweled. Yo, this nigga
Oh,
drunk.
are those the Olympic Jordans? No,
Yo,
those are not the
Joselito, how does it feel to always have someone in your ass?
Hey, yo.
Whoa.
Okay, that was good. That was dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, he got on a Supreme hat,
Wow.
$150 hat. He got on a Cuban link.
Damn.
What kind of shirt is that? That shit costs $350.
Shit is a Miri.
He got tattoos.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he does.
And
Yeah, he does.
And
He got tattoos?
He got tattoos.
he got a Jacob's ladder too.
He got an old lady's tattoo on the side of his arm.
Get the hell
That's his
outta
grandma.
here.
That's Grandma Puti.
All right. Enough of fucking Joselito. I want to talk to Woody.
Oh, that's what we doing today?
Oh, we gotta talk
Woody.
to
That's what we doing
Up in the
today?
sky, it's a bird.
That's what we doing
It's
today?
Superman.
That's what we doing today, ladies and gentlemen. This is
So much other things when it comes to Joselito.
Yeah.
Who got a friend in me, and my friend, his name is Woody.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Daniel, a.k.a. Woody. The hand behind Joselito the Puppet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is historic. This is unbelievable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Nice.
Bro, I'm
nice.
putting this shit on my resume.
His drink matches his jacket and
I
everything.
love it. I
Only-
love
only-
it.
Hey, come with the floss.
No.
You know who
Yeah.
it is. It's Mr. D.
Hey,
No,
say
Yo.
it one time. Say it one time.
Damn,
Yo, that's crazy. Don't do that. I'm freaked out right now.
It's abuela's favorite nieto and your puti's favorite bitch.
Yo! Yo, don't fuck it.
Hey, King Bichotazo.
Entonces, no era tú. Entonces, no era tú.
Damn.
Entonces, tú eres un pájaro porque la
You
mano
a
de...
fraud. You a fraud.
Diablo,
over there.
Joselito. Ladies and gentlemen, we got...
That's
Yo,
so cool.
welcome to the podcast, Danny. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Welcome to Let's Get Connected. Yo, this is unbelievable. I can't believe we're doing this episode, this podcast right now. People,
Legendary
This is a
shit
first
right
for
now.
me.
this is
first.
legendary.
This first, yeah.
So,
I
you're...
was saving this for Barbara Walters, but you know you asked
Ooh,
me.
that was
You
nice.
saving this shit?
60 minutes. He was gonna
Yeah,
do 60
yeah.
minutes. He turned them down. He's like,
Bro,
nah,
like,
nah.
right now,
like,
I'm
I gotta do the Let's Get Connected podcast first. You know what I'm saying? Before
in
anything.
Belleville, New Jersey, in somebody's basement. Yeah.
Get basement.
Yeah.
Get basement.
Now this
Get
shit
basement.
bougie in here, not for nothing.
Facts. Thank you.
Yo, I'm nervous right now. I'm ecstatic. I'm perplexed.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Is that a real word?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
perplexed?
Google it. Yeah.
That is a real.
What does that mean? You have a translator with the source
It means
over there?
he
I am
Turned into a
beside myself,
pretzel.
as white people will say.
he turned into a pretzel. He's perplexed. Just-
Yo, I am baffled. Yes, thank you,
Baffled.
Slick.
Man.
I am baffled.
Yo, I'm happy as hell. You know that word.
Yo, not for nothing, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. It seems like the college is paid off. You know what I'm saying?
I
And-
haven't
and
heard
yeah.
you say that. Some
Did you
shit like
pay
that.
your college loans?
No.
Okay,
eh,
well,
Oh.
that word was worth it.
yeah. You know, there's some people like me, Danny, where they talking to you, and you be like, "Yo, can you get a refund on your college education?"
Why?
Because they talk to you, and it's like in their head, they're making sense. Like in their head, what they're saying. Like I got a friend that he'll say some shit, and it's like in his head, what he's saying is like it's getting a point across. But in my head, it's like nigga just said some gibberish shit.
Yeah.
That point was never made.
The point was like, yo, we talking about how we gonna get from here to there, and he's talking about
1 + 1.
like,
Okay.
Almost like what
Shit.
just happened right now.
The fuckery.
ladies and gentlemen, yo, Danny, yo, can I call you Danny, Daniel, or Woody? What do you prefer?
Whichever one, it don't matter.
You don't have like
Yo, put it like this.
I don't
No,
got
this-
no identity
listen,
crisis,
no,
so
His
excuse me.
name is Joselito now.
I don't got an identity crisis.
That's not your
so-
name. That's his name. Listen,
That's his
this
name.
marks like the beginning of a different chapter. So you have to define yourself now. Like I don't mean to put pressure on you, but what are you? You're the voice of the most famous puppet on social media. Do you comprehend that?
You know what? You just put it like that. I never really thought of it like the most.
You're
famous
the
puppet.
yes.
Is-
You're the motion. You bring life to the most famous puppet
Thank
on
you.
social media.
Word.
I can put you. Sesame Street is on TV. You're on social media.
Thank
Like
you.
there's nobody that, in my opinion, and it's probably facts. I'm 90% right. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. You're right.
90.
I feel like he's like the
90%.
adult.
And the reason why I'm gonna say that is because of Jeff Durham. Is that his name?
Oh, Jeff Dunham.
That's TV. That's
Then,
ventriloquism. That's
yeah.
on some.
Oh,
that's
you're talking about like
Yeah.
that's.
those
I'm
are
talking about.
puppets. Those are
Yes.
still puppets.
Yeah. He does ventriloquism on
puppets.
TV, Comedy
What-
Central.
what-
Shout out to
Those
Jeff
are
Dunham.
puppets.
That's the nigga with the mummy guy, right?
Yeah. With the
Jalapeno on the stick.
jalapeno.
Jalapeno on a stick.
The drunk. What's the drunk nigga's name?
The grandpa, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
the drunk.
Oh,
the
Peanut.
Peanut? Is it Peanut?
Yeah, the main one is Peanut.
Yo, fuck Jeff Dunham. We're not here to talk about Jeff.
Nah, yeah, but you said 90, and I gave that answer just because
Shut
I
up.
know
I kill
that's
you.
the other.
I
Yeah,
shut up. I kill you.
That's the
I'll
other
cut it.
puppets I know besides Joselito
Yeah, but
and
he-
Joselito's family.
I'm talking about Joselito on. I'ma say it. Joselito's probably more known on social media than Jeff Dunham and his puppets.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
Jeff
Yes.
Dunham
You're
does
right.
specials on Comedy Central. Who watches
right.
TVs nowadays? Everybody's stuck to their phones. Everybody's on social media.
You're right. You're right.
Who's-
Oh, you hear that? He was stroking it.
Who's your number like when you think of a social media puppet? And we're not gonna leave it there. I'm sorry if I'm disrespecting you as putting you in that bracket because I know you're much more than just social media, but we're gonna get to that. You're a social media star, not you, puppet. Like you gave this puppet a life.
Yes.
Like you gave this puppet a life on social media.
Thank you. Yeah.
So what? Where the fuck do I even start? Like, what made you? Where were you before Joselito the Puppet? Where in your life? Where were you?
Before Joselito?
Yes, before Joselito. Joselito
So,
never existed. What was Daniel doing
like right before I got him, type shit.
before? Like what
Just
were
in
your
general.
yeah.
I was chilling. I was just a regular dude. Working regular 9 to 5. Used to work for CVS. Chilling, family man shit. You know what I'm saying? I had my daughter. I started in stand up first, so that's what got me into the whole comedy shit. So right before I got Joselito, I was on and off doing the stand up shit here and there, working my little 9 to 5, taking care of my daughter, and yeah, I was just on some regular shit. Nothing too crazy about my life before
Big
Joselito.
props on taking your foot forward and taking care of your kids. I know what it is.
Yeah.
So Joselito, Danny, whatever the fuck, Daniel, is it true working at CVS that if somebody goes in to steal, you cannot touch them? They can steal, take whatever they want, but you can't do anything about it. They could just come in, grab whatever the fuck they want, and walk out the store.
Yeah, that's very true. That's the
Oh,
corporate
I know where
rule,
I'm
yeah.
getting all my
I used
shit
to get
now.
in trouble for that all the time because I was the opposite. I was patting motherfuckers down. Like, well, I know the toothpaste in there. I seen you, cabrón. I was like, give me that back. But yeah, you're not supposed to do that because what happened was a lot of employees would chase people out the store, and then once they would get out the store, whoever stole whatever would like stab them in the neck. Like somebody got stabbed in
Holy
the neck like
shit.
8 times and ended up dying over like 3 things of toothpaste.
Over some Colgate.
Yeah, so like after that, they were like, nah, just let him go or whatever. You
Let
just-
him go.
Who
Call
goes
the
that
cops.
hard? Like, that's the thing. Like, I have a job, but if somebody comes into my job with a gun
I'm giving
and
them
wants to
everything.
take some shit off the floor, don't fire me, but I'm not.
Yeah,
Take
I'm not
it.
risking my life. for
Like,
that.
yo.
Not for this $8
What
an
else
hour.
you want?
Yo,
Yo,
Yo, bro.
One time, I was a greeter at Old Navy, right? And I'm there greeting, and it's like holiday season, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, welcome to Old Navy, need a bag? You know, that's what I used to do in the front, right? And this dude just walks in full and takes like 8 jeans right out the front. Just walked into the front, whoop, took a stack of jeans and walked out. And I was like,
Fuck it.
anybody
Yo,
need a
I'd
bag?
rather that. I be hating these
Fuck
workers
that.
that take their job way too serious. Like I be taking shit from Walgreens all the time. Not gonna lie.
Allegedly.
Terrible.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Sometimes you just don't have like the extra cash, or you don't want to break 100. Yo, but they be
Superman,
people that
stop.
be trying to go hard. Like, yo, this is like
Superman,
you
you-
get $8
Super-
an hour. Why you trying to fight me?
Superman.
She be
you-
like hawking me.
You that broke that you got to steal a bar of
No,
soap?
but sometimes you get a little excitement by the
Superman.
thrill of the
Is
day.
the
Like,
thrill? Is it the
Superman,
thrill?
Superman,
fuck,
Superman.
I want
Nigga
these.
got
I
a
want these
whole-
nail
Superman.
He
clippers.
got a whole
Superman.
tattoo shop. He wanna
Superman.
steal a super
Yeah,
thumb.
Superman. That shit's not looking good. Right? How much are your sneakers?
I don't have sneakers on right now.
How much is what you got on your feet right now?
I don't know. I don't
These
know.
are Crocs.
These are Crocs. I don't know.
Okay,
How
your
much is-
shirt. How much is your shirt?
That's a.
How much is your shirt?
That's a trick
It's not it's not loaded. I promise I'm not gonna take a shot.
Uh-huh.
I just want a $100 shirt on. Your beanie.
200
Okay.
And you out here stealing dough?
This
a
nigga
lot of
stealing
Walgreens?
Colgate and toothbrushes
and batteries.
because he didn't have the extra
Irish
change.
Spring.
I hate buying batteries. I feel so emotional when I buy batteries.
That's why you
'Cause they
don't
just-
work.
They don't fucking. You use them and they die, and then you gotta get another pair. I hate buying batteries.
Say I bought it, die. What you want me to do?
I hate buying batteries. And if I go to a restaurant and I spend more than $200 in a bill, I have to take something. That'll be a fork, a cup, something. I'm taking something.
Loco, tú eres
That
un-
reminds me of my ex-booty. She used to always steal the most random shit from hotel
have
rooms.
to.
There was always like a fucking shampoo.
Water,
something. She had to
shampoo.
take
I have
something.
to,
It's
I have
like,
to.
I
Yo,
paid for it. Like,
Yo,
a
it just
towel.
it makes me emotional when I spend more than $200 in a meal. Like,
really?
I have to have some kind of trinket. Like, give me that little fucking spoon. I want that shit.
You know, by mistake, I took, I think, what was it from a hotel? It was some small. I don't even remember. It was like una sábana, like something small.
charged
Nigga, that's not
Like,
small.
no,
How you gonna take
no.
a sabana and call it small?
I was folding my clothes and it was neatly folded and I put it in my duffel bag.
Mm-hmm.
So the next day I got a charge on my card for $150
for the sabana.
for the sábana. So
That was
I'm like,
expensive as hell.
yeah, bro, that's how I sleep with that shit till this day. Like,
$150.
was
that's
like
my favorite. That shit became
Italian.
my blanket,
You
my
be
nightie.
bragging to
That's
booties. This is
crazy.
$150 sabana.
Bro.
$150.
Yeah, Daniel. What's the most expensive thing that Joselito has on?
Probably his chain. Oh, the hat, the Supreme hat is probably go for a couple hundred.
It's a real.
But the chain is real
It's a
too.
real hat, and the chain is real.
The chain's real too. Yeah, that was a gift.
Oh, nice. That's crazy. The
Sponsor
puppet
for
has a
chain
chain.
too?
For all you dudes out there without a
Soldier
chain,
boy.
get your step of game up, bro.
Hey.
The puppet got a chain.
Hey, the-
Not only that, now that I'm showing my face, when you giving gifts to Joselito, make sure you got a gift for the guy.
Yo, for real.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
how
yeah,
does
yeah.
that
This
feel?
motherfucker, this
they-
motherfucker gets all the gifts. Yo. They
do
come
they
through with nothing for me.
They
Like,
don't sponsor you in like
No.
like 2-for-1 deal.
very rarely, you know, you get the people who be
I
like,
gotta-
"Yo,
I-
what's your size?"
Bro,
They come
so
with
I got a
clothes and
question.
we
shit.
do hosting,
But
right?
half the
Am
time
I
they
the
just
only dickhead that
completely
did that?
forget about me and they just come with the shit for Joselito.
Yo, we do host. You do hostings, right?
Yeah,
Like clubs
that's
that
how I
you.
got started.
Not you, Joselito.
Yeah.
All right. So you show up to the club, you pull up, you leave Joselito in the trunk. Like you can't get in. We hired Joselito. What are you doing?
Oh no,
Right.
yeah, I can't get in.
They give Joselito
Without the puppet, you can't get in.
I be telling people all the time, Joselito's like my chain, like that's my clout, like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
like
No,
how
that
a
should
rapper
be
got
your
it, like the
chain.
rocker
Why
wear
didn't you
chain
get
for
that?
Jay Z.
That'll be fire. You
Has
should
that-
get
ha- hey.
Joselito as a chain.
Hey, has there ever been a
I actually
point?
want to get him tattooed.
Has there ever been a point where like, oh, I want to take a picture, and then like, you know, you there, and they're like, no, I want to take a picture of Joselito, and then like you're out of the picture.
Bro,
Oh, yeah,
bro,
yeah, that
I
happens all
have,
the time.
I
Or they'll take
probably
one
have-
with me and then they'll be slick after. Can I get one with just him?
Like your
My
arm.
motherfucker just crop me out. Crop me out.
Not to disrespect you. I'm gonna take a picture with you, but can I get a picture with him?
Yeah,
after?
it's always like that.
That's
Alright, when
so
you-
funny, bro. That's hilarious.
When you're
I
doing
think
your
I have
shows,
like 3 or 4 pictures with you just on the floor,
Oh.
and then with his hand
Yeah.
like out,
Facts.
like
facts in your shows, when you go to take pictures that night, do you have to stay in that box the whole time?
No. At the end of the show, I come around, and what I usually do at the end of the show is I come around from the box thing, and I'll have like a little giveaway. I'll give away a couple T-shirts. I'll introduce myself to the audience, be like, yo, blah, blah, blah,
So
blah, blah,
there's
blah.
there's never
and then we do a meet and greet, and I take pictures with everybody.
there's never been a time where like you're in the street with that Joselito and everybody. Has anybody ever been like, oh, that's Joselito, the guy that holds Joselito?
Very, very, very rarely, because like he said, sometimes people do take little sneaky videos of me or something, and they'll post it. But very rarely, because a lot of people don't know what I look like.
Yo, do you just randomly just talk like Joselito, like in the middle of a conversation with someone like
that's
that?
his voice.
Oh, yeah, all the time. I always
Yo, I'm talking to him, and he'll.
Actually, when I first came out with Joselito, me and my boys used to beef because when I first came out with the videos, they were like, "Yo, why don't you change your voice? Like you're using your regular voice. Like give them a puppet voice." Like they wanted me to like do some squeaky shit, like Elmo.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah, bro, I want my puppet to sound like a real person. Like I wanted him to be like
Yeah.
personable. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?"
right,
So I was
right.
like, he need to have my voice. So the only thing I did was like I brought it up like a little octave. So it's like it's my voice, but it's like a little higher pitch.
Damn,
So it's like,
Booty.
yeah, damn, Booty. So it's like I make it a little more animated.
So you
Now-
started. Go ahead. Go ahead, Superman.
Hold on, I got.
Yeah,
I
we
have to ask
excited,
this.
bro. We
Like,
excited.
all right, since you're so used to talking at Joselito, right? In the middle of an
Sex?
event with sex, have you ever had them like, yo, who's your daddy?
Damn, Booty. No.
Do they make you say
What
the
the
Do they make you like
Nah,
change?
but I have gotten
Like,
like
I wanna
weird
fuck
ass requests
Joselito.
from Booties. Yeah, they'll be like, "Yo, can we have a threesome with the puppet?"
What?
How
One
do you
time,
do
one
that?
time, a Booty was like, she was like, "I'll fuck you, but can he watch?" I was like, "Sure."
What?
He'll sit on the chair in the corner.
Yeah. He's gonna pass his condoms and everything. He's gonna.
Have they asked
What
you to
the
do
fuck?
that? Like put a condom on Joselito and like fuck him?
Nah, not
She
yet.
just
He-
said she
he-
wanted
he
a
ju- he-
threesome.
He just got the bicho. So like that used to be my thing in the beginning when they be all thirsty
hold
about
up.
fucking him. But like, you know, I'm the one with the bicho.
Whoa, you're not gonna skip over that.
You're not. Yeah, like you just not said that.
What the fuck you just said?
It has a
He
dick.
just got the bicho.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got his Brazilian bicho lift.
Brazilian beach.
I wish we could show you guys.
He has a BBL.
I wish we could show you guys.
He went to
Pero on YouTube, you know, everybody goes out.
Yo, you haven't seen him on live? He just randomly just whips out his dick on
You
people.
lying, bro?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Show him.
They don't. I cannot.
No, don't show me
Rafizi,
here.
whip it out.
The
Don't
puppet,
show
the
me
puppet.
here.
I respect this guy with a lot of heart. You know? I respect this
Don't
guy.
show.
Nah,
Yo,
yeah,
so you
I got
had
him the bicho
so
brother.
so before Joselito, you said you were doing stand up.
Mhm.
What were your
Right.
what were your inspirations to get into that? Like, what was it? Your first experience that you got on stage? Like, what made you get on stage? Like, what was that like?
So like growing up, I was always like a big fan of comedy. I was always watching Def Comedy Jam. Like I had every single DVD of every season of Def Comedy Jam. I used to like watch.
Who's
them
your favorite
faithfully.
host? Def Comedy Jam host?
Of course, Martin.
Martin, right?
Yeah,
he
was-
made
Yeah, shout
that
out to
became
Martin
his show.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
That became his show after he started hosting.
Martin's like top 5 in my comedy list, and then you know, I always wanted to be a comedian. I knew I wanted to be a comedian
Yeah?
since I was like 7. So like, I was always the class
Since
clown.
7 o'clock. Since 7.
He says it's 7 o'clock.
So-
Yo, he's been
so-
ripping that,
so-
that
so-
Patron.
Oh,
Hey, mi Rom.
nah, since like 7 years old, I knew I wanted to be a comedian, and I was always trying to be the class clown and shit like that. So in high school, I ended up doing the talent show my senior year. I was like 16, and I did like 5 minutes of comedy, and I won 3rd place. And that was
Fuck you for giving him third place.
But,
Yeah, who
third
won
Place,
first and
He
second?
won. He
First
won
place
something.
was like the little Pato class president that he did like a salsa routine.
Oh man.
And
LGBT, we love you.
Amazing. We love all gay people.
They gonna beat you with the salsa.
So
but,
listen.
and then second place was like somebody played the piano.
So we're in October, right? This is Halloween season, right?
What?
What is that? This is Halloween right now. We're in October. This is October what? 2nd, October 3rd, whatever. Has there ever been a time like you feel like Joselito was actually a live person? Like, you know.
My man, we coming
Yeah,
back to his beginnings.
Get
we
him,
getting to, we in his
We're not
talent
there
show.
yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
My man's talking about Halloween.
He's in
No, 'cause
he's
it's
in
October.
You see what I'm saying?
Yo,
He's in high
October.
school. He's in high school. Right
He's in high school right
No,
now
that was a good
doing a
question.
talent
That
show.
was a good question. Just wait for later.
Oh, I apologize.
Yo, file it. Put it in a folder.
I apologize.
All right. So
yeah, I did 5
you did
minutes.
the contest.
Yeah, but
Or the high school thing.
yeah, but it was all I ain't gonna lie. I did some real rookie shit. I took all like jokes from like Comic View and I like remixed them.
Right.
It was like a cover. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know how people do cover
You
songs?
recited jokes. I used to do that. I used
yeah,
to watch the Comic View and then go to my friend and tell him, yo, you know what I saw on Comic View yesterday? Comedian said this.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I would recite
Yeah.
the joke that he didn't see.
Yeah, so I
This
did
is
like,
a remix to Milk and Cookies.
Yeah, I did that, and it did good, and then I didn't hit the stage again till after I got out of high school. One of my homegirls got me in a little college show. Did 5 minutes there. That went okay.
College?
Yeah, it was out in Boston. I did a show at UMass University. And
What?
then,
You remember that
nice,
shit?
Nice.
yeah, of course. and then my first time ever hitting like a professional comedy club. I used to work at this little like after school center. It was kind of similar to like Boys and Girls Club. And my
Boys and
supervisor-
Boys Club.
Oh my God.
my supervisor, because I
It's
was
all
always-
right, man. It's all right. Everybody has a story.
I was always cracking jokes at work and shit. And she came up to me one day. She's like, "Yo, you know what?" She's like, "I know you want to get into the stand up." She's like, "My cousin is a stand up comedian. I'm gonna ask him if he could get you on the show." The next day she comes in. She's like, "Sunday, you got 5 minutes." So I'm like, "Oh, word, lit." So mind you, like I said, like I didn't want to go over there with the recycle shit that I had did in high school and shit. So
You
the
wrote
day,
something down?
yeah, the day before my first show, it was the 4th of July, and I had went down to like the 4th of July where they do the fireworks in Boston and shit, and it was just a whole fucking
A
Leo
lot of
down
funny
there.
stuff happened.
Yeah, I got
And
stuck.
you wrote on that.
Yeah, I got stuck. Basically, I got stuck by the porta potties on my way out because there was like a million people there. So me and my shorty at the time, we like shoulder to shoulder. I got stuck right in front of the porta potty. That shit was smelling like shit and everything. So I did a whole 5-minute bit about that, and I like killed it my first time ever.
Nice.
So the promoter of the show, she came up to me. So I got off stage and then
Shouldn't have
the
said it, but there you said it.
yeah, the promoter comes up. She's like, "Oh my God!" She's like, "I can't believe that was your first time." She was like, "I haven't seen nobody that good on their first time since Dane Cook." So you already know I was gassed.
Jesus
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Christ.
she gassed me the fuck
She
up.
was really on it.
yeah,
She was
loved
trying to
the
suck
show.
your bicho
Yeah,
that
she
day.
gassed me the fuck
You
up.
didn't
So
give
she-
her the bichotazo?
Nah. So she was like, come back next week. You gotta come back next week. So I come back the next week, and mind you, I'm new to comedy. I'm a baby in the shit. So I didn't know that like comedians recycle their jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm seeing all the guys from the week before, and they doing the same jokes from the week before,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
look at these guys, they trash. This motherfucker said that last week.
And they was in the
You was
back.
gunning their ass on stage with that?
Huh?
You were gunning their ass on stage? Like,
No, I'm in the
oh.
back just saying that to
Yeah.
myself. Like, I'm about to go out there and kill it with this
Like,
new
yeah,
shit.
yo, he's
'Cause I'm
gonna say
thinking-
this next.
I'm thinking everybody goes up there with new shit every time.
You was
So-
impressing your girl. Be like, yo, he's gonna say this next. He's gonna say this. He was like,
Yo, and then I went up there my second time, and I ate my dick, bro, so hard. Like, I
boy.
just sucked, bro.
Bomb.
Horribly, horribly,
How do you
horribly.
eat your dick?
That's a term. That's an old school term in comedy. When you eat your dick, that means you just suck.
yeah,
Like-
you
bomb.
bomb.
I
Yeah.
You
I
bomb,
never heard
yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
I say I punch myself in the dick all the time, but I don't know about
Nah,
eating
yeah,
my own dick.
that's like an old school stand up term. Like you ate your dick, that means you just
Well,
sucked.
I'll tell you this much. Everybody has to go through a few bombs
Yeah.
before they perfect it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I'm actually glad it happened the way it did, because I think if I would have bombed my first time, I would have never came back.
right.
But the fact that I did so good my first time and then I bombed the second time, it gave me the motivation that I got something, but I just need to work on it. Like,
Right,
you know what I'm
So
saying?
now, question: since you bombed the second time, what was your third time?
The third time went good. I
You
came
did
back.
you
I
did
came back the next
first
week.
one.
Huh?
You said the first joke and the third time.
No. I went back and I wrote some other shit. And
Now,
I came
how
back.
do you prep for that? Like, how as comedians, like, I'm not really funny. I'm like a piece of shit, and people find it funny. So like, it's not like I come off like off top, like like
Yeah,
like
but
how
you're
the
not,
chickens
you
cross
see,
the road.
the thing is that you with you is so spontaneous that you're not trying to be funny. You sometimes you're serious,
yeah,
and people find it funny.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cause
So
you
it's-
funny
it's-
looking.
Because it's a,
Suck my dick.
it's a spontaneous moment. So people be like, "Yo, you mad funny, bro,"
Like,
but you were just
like-
dead ass,
Yeah.
and it
nah, I'm
sounded
serious,
funny.
nigga. I'll fuck
You
your
know,
ass up.
going on stage and trying to be funny,
Yeah.
you gotta make sure you deliver it right.
But you know what term I've been using lately to separate it? So there's funny people, and then there's comedic geniuses.
Oh, you just gave a whole like.
yeah.
criteria.
I'm trying to be a
Yes.
comedic genius.
Shit
You know
better
what I'm
than
saying?
change.
Like,
Dave
like
Chappelle type
what-
shit.
Yeah, when you're a real comedian, your brain just think different.
Yeah.
Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like, you know, this like he said, there's funny people that could be funny in a regular day situation, but then you know there's people who are geniuses at it that they can make the most fucked up situation funny. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, so I've gotten in trouble for that, and I didn't know at the time that's how my brain was programmed.
Because you're a comedic genius.
I didn't know that. Listen, so in school, it started in school. I was voted
Class clown.
class clown every single year of my high school.
I can see that.
Every
Wow.
single year, I was the
That's
class
so
clown.
good.
I would pass because I would be the teacher. Like I would make the teacher laugh.
Yeah,
like
they like
like
you.
I wouldn't do shit at school, bro. I didn't go to math class one time. and the teacher gave me an A. She passed me. She gave me a 95 and passed me.
And Bute, you was giving her bicho.
Yes. That was
On
the
the
first.
side.
That was the
Bro,
first.
like I would cut class in high school and go to the guidance counselor's office, or and like I would cut class and I would go to the detention room because that's where all my boys were.
Yeah.
And I would be the class, like I would just crack jokes, but I didn't. So back to your point, like there was so many fucked up situations that I would crack jokes, and I got into trouble because it was at the most insensitive times.
Yeah.
But I would crack jokes, like I would find the funny in your tragedy or in my tragedy.
And that's
Bro.
the genius part about it.
Bro,
That's
people
what-
would, bro, I almost got into fist fights because people would come after me. Like everybody got bullied, like everybody got roasted on.
Yeah.
Like your mama this, your mama that.
Yeah.
In school, I'm talking about middle school. In middle school, people, I was big, I was fat, and I had a funny look. Like beards do miracles. The way you grow.
You had a whole beard in
No, I'm saying beard. No, nigga, imagine me with no beard.
What he's
Yeah.
saying was
Like a
without
naked
a
mole rat.
beard, he
Yeah,
maybe
different.
looked very
Bro,
different.
yeah, the
Beards
best
do
thing that
miracles,
happens
like-
to men is their beards.
Yeah.
And the way your face matures.
Yo, that's this
You
is
need a
not-
beard, Superman. Watch.
Fuck
Grow out
yeah.
your beard and watch.
This is all I get.
It's going to change your
You
life.
got the tattoo beard.
Bro, so back in school, I'm talking about middle school, people would come up to me and they would call me eggplant head. Eggplant head.
Wow,
Damn.
eggplant.
Fuck you. Fuck you,
What?
Danny.
Now you're a dickhead
Eggplant
for life
head.
now.
Fuck you.
Wait,
yeah,
wait.
eggplant head. Or they would be like, yo,
Wait, how would they say it
yo,
in Spanish?
yeah.
How would they say
¿Cómo es que se
Taco
dice?
berenjena.
Berenjena, cabeza en
Berenjena,
berenjena.
Cabeza berenjena.
So, and they would come up to me and be like, yo, your mom this, your mom that. And I would laugh at them and be like, yo, that's crazy. My mom?
Yeah.
Ooh, yo, that nigga, I was there.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't roast me.
'Cause you
Right,
were running
right,
with it.
right.
Because I would flip it right back on them. And I didn't know that's like my mind was programmed for that. I never said you knew you wanted to be a stand-up comedian. You knew I didn't know that.
jump in.
In my head, I wanted to be a fireman at one point.
Yeah, you look like a fireman.
Yeah, I wanted to be a fireman.
Absolutely not.
I
Yeah.
wanted to sell Mercedes at one
Like,
point.
I was a legit comedy fan, bro. Like I used to buy comedy albums and shit. Like I remember buying Chris Rock's comedy album and like listening to it. Like
I used to buy
listening,
Muscle Mag
like not even
magazines
watching
that-
it, like
oh,
Yeah,
listening
yeah,
to comedy.
just
you know what I'm
the audio.
saying? Yeah, just the audio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Wow,
listening,
that's
like,
good.
I was-
like,
I was
that's
always-
big.
I was
That's-
always the student of
that's
the game,
big.
so like I always studied everybody. I always kind of like had. I knew I wanted to do it. I just back then I just didn't know how to get into
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So that's why I was happy when my supervisor plugged me in, and then I got into the scene like
What,
that.
was that like your motivation? Like, listening to all these things on audio?
Yeah. Well, just in general, I was watching videos and the audio. I just loved comedy in general, bro. Whether it was stand up, TV shows like the Wayans brothers.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just
All the
love to
sitcoms.
laugh, bro. And I learned from an early age that like booties like to laugh.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
like I realized that if I was the
Oh, that's your
goofy
way
one-
in.
Yeah, I realized
You
like
know- you
I
know
realized I
that-
wasn't the most good looking, but I was the funniest.
I'll
And
tell
booties
you-
like that.
Yeah, yo, hey, women
I'ma
like
tell you something.
women like
I'ma
it when
tell
you
you-
make them
for
laugh.
real,
I'll tell you
for real.
something
Because the
that's
good looking ones be usually all serious and shit. They don't
really,
have a
really cool.
personality, so you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Really cool. So the only other person that I know that can call girls like a word like booties is Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
I call bitches
Snoop-
bitches all the time.
No, but Snoop Dogg calls girls bitches. Yeah, hey, bitch.
Bitches and hoes.
Hey, bitch. But he says it kind of nice.
Nice.
With
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flow.
It's
He
like
makes
a
that
note.
shit romantic.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo,
Hey, what's up, bitch? You know, like
Yeah.
that's Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg. But and you call girls booties and they allow it. They're like, yeah, I want to be his booty.
Yeah, they be
Like,
loving it.
Like it's a
I
war.
want to be his. I can't call a girl. Yeah. Yo, booty, ven acá.
Watch your
It
fucking
don't
mouth.
roll.
What the fuck you said, Nick?
It don't
Watch your
roll off the
fucking mouth.
tongue the same. It don't roll off the tongue the
Yeah.
same.
Nah,
Well,
it's-
a lot of
it's a-
people
it's a
think
brand. It's a brand.
A lot of people think I invented the puti word, but that was my grandmother. That's an old school Puerto Rican term.
Yeah,
puti.
yeah.
Booty.
So puti is, for y'all that don't know, puti is
Like a slur.
Spanish
a
for
whore.
like it's
A
a,
whore
ta-
in
a
the
ta-
making.
Un cuero.
it's a young
It's a top.
respectable woman.
No,
No,
it's
suck
not.
your bitch on the first time. So like,
Got it.
respectable
A serious woman with booty tendencies.
So
He's
like-
an idiot.
So like I said, my grandmother when I was a teenager, I used to bring my little putis over her crib and shit. And she used to tell me like, deja con toda esta puti, quédate con una. And one time she said that she was like, tú trajiste esta puti puerca pa mi casa. She said some
Puti
shit.
puerca,
Yeah,
that's-
she was going in on me about bringing some puti because I brought like you know how like grandmothers can tell it was like a puti, but like she was bad, but you could tell she was like the puerca.
Yeah.
Like, you know what So she was like, stop bringing these puti puercas to my crib. I was with a group of my friends, and everybody just started dying laughing when she said that. So just amongst my friends, that became the little thing, like, yo, puti puerca, puti puerca. And then when I started doing the skits, I just kind of like brought it back. So like I said, a lot of people think I invented that shit, but it's just like an old.
So
You
school
made
word
it
It's
that I-
like,
popular.
that I
it's
brought
like
it back,
flowers
yeah.
to your grandma then?
Huh?
It's like flowers to your grandma for calling
Well, not necessarily flowers.
She was just.
kinda
I
inspiration.
remember my
Yeah.
grandma by the word.
At one point, she was just kind of cock blocking.
Yeah, for real.
Don't bring the putis to my
Yeah.
house.
So like I was gonna say, yeah. So like puti is the Puerto Rican way of saying puta, which, like you said, sounds a little smoother when you say a puti, and puta is like a whore. in Spanish.
Like a ho-ho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You a
So
hoe.
yeah, if you call a girl puta, she's probably gonna
I feel
slap
like
you. But puti rings a little
I
smoother.
feel like puti is like, you know, when you talk to your girl and you give her like a little titi tuti mi tuti.
Oh, like a
whatever.
little pet
Like,
nickname.
when
Yeah.
you say puti, like
Tuti.
puti,
Have you ever
puti.
called the girl tuti mi tuti?
Nah. Nah.
Kind of girls this nigga be pulling.
I know. I don't know where he came for that.
I know what he's trying to say.
Yeah, them little.
He's
pet
trying to
Elaborate.
say-
Elaborate.
He's trying to say, like, you know.
A pet name.
Like, you
like
give him
it's-
like a little
yeah.
nickname. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Nah,
ese mi
but
tuti.
that wouldn't be a nickname.
Like,
But it would be more like, you know, almost aphrodisiac type shit. Like, oh, you want to be a little puti tonight?
No,
You know,
I don't
like-
think he's talking about
I
that.
don't think.
No,
I think he's
no,
talking about like
no, I
serious.
don't-
I think
no,
you're on a
overdose.
way better
Yeah.
level
no,
than
it's
he
not
is.
even like that. Like, okay, like my uncle calls my auntie, like, oh, ese mi tuti. Like, you know, tuti means like, oh, that's my, you know, that's my little, that's my little shorty, you know. Tuti,
That's
tuti.
his chocolate cake.
But like, you know,
but-
puti sounds like, hey, ¿qué lo que es puti?
You feel like it sounds like that.
Yo, can we
No.
talk about how Rafizi's hookah tip looked like a scepter, like a king scepter?
Yo, I'm telling you, I don't even ask for hookah. Like it stays on that side. I gotta get a whole
swing that
separate
thing.
hookah.
Yo, matter of fact, can I get a hookah tip? One of them.
The
I want the
long
one he
scepters.
got, the-
He said he wants
Nah,
the
those are
fucking
exclusive.
lightsaber.
King Bichotazo's in the building. I need the
Yeah,
scepter.
nah, those are
He
those
said
are
I need the scepter.
those hookah tips are sold out
the
actually.
scepter.
Yeah.
Tyler, right?
Tyler Rivera. Shout out to Tyler
Tyler
Rivera.
Rivera.
Yo,
Nigga
let's
said
make
Tyler
yo,
Rivera.
Let's make hookah
Él le
tips
cambia
for
los nombres a todo el mundo.
Diablo.
That's his name, Tyler Rivera.
River.
Tyler River. Oh.
Yeah, I really want one.
Rivera.
He's like, you really want one? Yeah.
He's like, yo, de verdad. Yo, is he serious? Yo, production is going crazy in the background. Like, yo, he really wants one? Yo, does he really need one? Yo, you really want a pipillo?
It's King Bichotazo in the back.
No, but like, all right, but as me as a Floridian, like I know a lot of Puerto Ricans out there, they always say puti. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
that's my boys. That's my boys. word."
Yo, are you an
We did the-
originator?
we
did the
Like,
Puti
you're-
Olympics
you're
in
born,
Miami.
You're born in Florida?
Born and raised, baby, 305.
All right, cool. Just asking.
When I went to Florida and then my Puti Olympics tour, he was part of it. He was one of the competitions where we did the how how strong is your culotazo, and they had to knock him over with their culo, and whoever
Oh,
did
that I would love to.
Can
have
you?
seen that.
What's the Puti Olympics? Because that's something you created under the Joselito umbrella,
Yeah.
and that
So-
shit has its own following now. That shit has its own page.
Yeah, that
The
shit has
Puti
its own
Olympics,
page.
yeah.
Puti
Yeah.
Olympics got lit.
Damn,
So
I'm
you
such a
want
bad
to prepare?
friend.
You want to go in order?
Can you do it? Can you do the? Can you do the? No, wait. Can you do the intro?
And welcome back to the 2021 Puti Olympics.
Oh,
There's
man.
your host, Joselito.
Yo, Superman's a bad just person. Like, how does he
Why?
not know this about? Like,
I'm cool as fuck with him. I send him videos all the time, right? I randomly I'll be like, yo, look, here, take it.
how do you not know what the Puti Olympics is?
No, I
he
know
knows what
of
the
it. I didn't know
Puti
he had
Olympics
his own page.
It's a whole brand on its own.
Superman ain't
Yeah.
got no putis.
So you're doing
I'm a man
stand-up
of God.
comedy. You're doing stand-up comedy. You're live.
Yep.
When does social media come into play? When did you say? Did you ever do comedy without social media comedy without the puppet? Did you ever?
Yeah,
You
that's
did?
how I started.
That's how you
so
started?
Like, so I started stand up in like 2000. I want to say like 6, 7 around there.
Nice.
My daughter was born at the like I did like 6, 7 months straight, and then my daughter was born at the tail end of 2007. So I took like 2 years off, and then I wasn't even contemplating on going back, honestly, cause like you know how it is. I took a couple years off,
Yeah.
But what motivated me really was that there was a kid that I used to always do shows with, and his name is Eric Andre. I don't know if
Eric
you ever-
Andre, of
yeah.
course. Between Two Ferns.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So me and him, bro, like, so remember the promoter that I told you that she said she hadn't seen nobody as funny as me since Dane Cook. So every time we did a show, she would always put us back to back, like either him and then me or vice versa. And I always felt like she was trying to like pin us against each other,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to see who was funnier. So I always had like this little like rivalry with him. So when I took my 2 years off, this motherfucker took off,
Off.
bro. Like,
He's
I'm
out
seeing
there.
him in Verizon commercials. He's in Xbox commercials. He's on fucking the George Lopez show.
He's doing movies now.
Yo, and I'm sitting there with my fucking pregnant baby
producing
mama
his own
in my
movies.
grandmother's crib, pissed. Like, what the fuck?
Motherfucker.
Like, they was just telling me I was funnier than this motherfucker like 6 months ago. What the fuck? So that like really motivated me to go back. And then in 2011, I had tore my Achilles tendon. And then
You play basketball?
yeah, I was playing basketball.
How the fuck that
Bro.
Yo, turn off
I
your
was-
mics.
I was
Go home.
I was playing with these chinos too. It was bad footy. And the chino went to go like pass the ball. I was playing defense. I thought I was all into it.
I thought I was on it.
He tried to pass the ball over my head. So like I tried to jump up and like intercept it. Bro, as minute I jumped up, all I heard was like a pop, bro, like pop. And I could have swore this fucking chino Bruce Lee kicked me. So when I hit the floor, like I had no weight on my foot, like I just fell, like on my back type shit. So everybody's looking at me crazy because I just fell on my own. And they're like, what happened? I'm like, this fucking chino kicked me in the back of my leg. Get him. And they're like, yo.
Nobody kicked you, bro.
Hey, we was here.
They're like, yo, he was like 10 feet away from you.
You tripped on the air.
So, that shit took me off my feet for like almost a year, bro. So like I had to go into recovery for like a year. I was on bed rest for 8 months. And it just really put it in my head that damn, like life can really be taken away
Off
from you
in a minute.
Yeah, I was like couldn't do shit, bro, for a whole year. So that whole year, all I did was play NBA 2K, bro. I got to the top 100 in the ranking. I was like
Overall.
I was ranked top 50, bro. That's how much I was playing.
dead.
And then
I'm
I was
dead.
just writing jokes all day because I was on the couch all day. So then once I was good to start walking again, I entered a contest in Boston, and I ended up winning that contest. And when I won that contest, they put me in a bigger contest in Mohegan Sun, and then I made it to the semifinals.
Get the fuck out of here.
So then that's how I kind of like got back.
You bring up Boston a lot. Is that where you from?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Boston. I'm from the Dorchester area, up in
Dorchester.
Corner. Yeah, everybody automatically assumes I'm from the Bronx because
you're
Because of the
happened-
Puerto Rican puti
Yeah,
shit.
I thought you were actually from the
that's
Bronx.
little
to be
Puerto
honest.
Rico.
you know what happened was when I first started getting lit, I started coming to the Bronx a lot, and I got cool with Fat Joe's brother.
Okay.
His name is Thor, and I got cool with his other brother, Money Man. And they lived on 164 in Walton, right up the street from Yankee Stadium. So I was on their block all the time doing skits. So then everybody just thought I was from that
he's from
block.
the Bronx.
So, yeah, they from the
Look at
Bronx.
Yankee Stadium. I know
Yeah,
Yankee
yeah,
Stadium.
yeah. He's on
Yankee
Walton.
Stadium's in
He's
the
on
Bronx.
Walton.
He's from the Bronx.
So then I just started running with it because I kind of got tired of arguing with people. Like, no, I'm from Boston. Nah, bro, you from the Bronx.
You drive
They
4
were
hours.
arguing with you.
Yeah, you know New Yorkers will claim you quick. Like, no, you from New York, Bobby. You ain't.
Where do you stay now?
I'm in Queens.
You
now.
Queens?
Yeah,
Get
I'm in
out of here.
Queens
All
now.
day, every day. You heard 7 line.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Corona, Queens. So that's what's up.
So
Method.
yeah,
all day.
so I was doing the stand up, and then what got me into the videos was that there was a friend of mine from back in Boston. He's also another social media guy. His name is Nelly Nell. You know.
Yeah,
Nelly
Nelly
Nell,
Nell.
music?
Nah, he actually fell back from the skits, but he was doing the skits
Nell.
heavy back then.
He goes by Nell now.
Yeah. But
The
Nelly
Nelk
Nell-
Boys?
you might not see him.
What was that? What was that shit he used to do? That this bitch is crazy. What was it? That bitch.
I forgot.
Damn, what's that shit Nell used to do?
I forget too. It's
Come
been so long. I know,
on.
you got me on the spot.
Nah, we forgot what Nell.
But
Yeah,
shout out to my nigga
Nell.
Nelly, because like
Shout
I
out to
said, he
Nell.
was a big influence for me because what had happened was he used to come watch me do my stand up, and he was like just trying to get into the game, and he would like come up to me after the shows asking me my little advice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Little
what's up?
gems,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, like
So
yo, I'm
cool.
trying to get into the stand up shit. Da da da. So we did. I met him
You
a
want
few
one too?
times,
Hookah?
and then
No. This,
I don't hear from him for
Lele.
like 6
Kinda
months or whatever.
You want to switch?
He's mad because you didn't pass it to him.
Oh, my fault.
No, I'm not.
He's mad. No, he's mad.
Oh, you man?
No, don't worry
Yeah,
about
he
it.
wanted the
I'm
hookah, though.
so used to not
Yeah,
getting
pass
any
it
hookah.
this way. Pass
This
it
is this is local, sir. And this is
Local?
the last stop. It comes back. It comes back.
Yeah, so
Oh, can you get him an ass pillow? I have an ass pillow on my chair.
Yeah.
Wait, for
Pásame
who?
la almohadita.
Hay una
What's
almohada
going
en
on?
mi silla para nalga. La
His
nalga
hemorrho-
de-
his
la-
hemorrhoids.
Yeah, who got hemorrhoids? What's going
his
on?
hemorrhoids acting up.
Who
Nah,
got
this
hemorrhoids?
shit is just no cushion.
This is
Oh,
straight
yeah?
Shit,
boards.
wood.
What- we're getting new chairs.
It's okay. It's okay. It's day 3 of this podcast.
Yeah,
But, Nelly
so
was,
shout out to Nelly. He was a big influence
asking you for
for advice and stuff. He
and
was
then
coming
what
to my
happened? He
shows.
took off.
Bro, like 6 months later, he's calling me like, "Yo, you want to open up for me?"
Oh,
And I'm gonna open up for you.
oh.
I'm like, bro, when you start doing comedy, like,
heavy.
you was over here asking me how to get on stage, like, you know what I'm saying? So then, I'm like,
feel
of
like
course, you know, I
heaven
took
now.
the gig or whatever. And then I followed him on Instagram, and he had 40,000 followers
At that time.
at that time. And this is like
Oh, that shit was
20
big.
This is like 2013.
No, that was
2014
huge
around.
at that time. That was crazy
And
following.
so I did the show with him, and then when we get to
You
the
ended
show,
up opening up for him?
yeah, I opened it up for him. So when I did the show with him, he had like 250 people there for him, and I'm like, damn, this Instagram shit is serious. So I'm like, nah, I need to get on the Instagram shit.
What show was that?
It was you wasn't there. It was a random show in Boston.
How long you guys know each
He
other?
headlined it, and then it was me opening up for him and this other kid named Louis Martinez. But yeah,
Louis
that's
still
just,
does comedy? I know Louis.
Louis Martinez,
Yeah.
nah, he fell back.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
ended
I've-
up getting wifed up and just, you know. how it
I've
is.
seen him live.
Yeah,
yeah,
he was really
yeah.
good.
I feel like women take
Me and
the
him
funny
were-
out of
were
life.
like a little team too.
Wow.
for a
Yeah, I've
little
seen
bit.
Louis
Wow.
years ago.
Yeah, he-
Years ago.
They
Yeah,
just
he was a
ignored
real
that.
funny guy.
I'm telling you.
I
But,
think I saw him. You know, in Times Square where they harass you to come to their comedy shows.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
they sell you a ticket for $10.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
come
yeah.
to this
You wanna see a
basement.
comedy show?
Yeah, yeah,
Dave Chappelle be there.
yeah, yeah.
And you don't even be there when you get in there.
Shit.
Yo, you
Dave Chappelle
you
be
get in
for
there. You
$15.
yeah, you can't leave.
Liar.
You can't leave because you drank one soda. You got one more to go.
Oh
type
yeah,
shit.
the 2-drink minimum.
2-drink minimum. I think I saw him in one of those. Like he was doing an open mic in one of those.
Bro, look, that's like the grind, the comedy that people don't understand is like bringer shows and like having to force 10 people who have already seen your shit 20 times. Just like, yo, I need you.
Yo, I be wheeling my grandma in there like, yo,
I
mom,
can't get on stage
Yo.
without you.
my mom, please come
Yo,
watch it, mom.
I'll pay for your ticket and the drinks. Like,
Did you ever have to do that as far as like for tattoos, for example? Like did you have to do a free tattoo to kind of like get into
Getting
a
in the game,
club?
right?
No. I mean, I when I first started, I did a lot of like I did a lot of like practice on people, but I never really you
Yeah.
paying me, bitch.
Okay.
Tú sí eres come
So-
mierda,
so
loco.
comedy-
So,
we
so
have to
for,
do shit like
for the
that.
audience at home that don't know what a bringer show is, so when you first starting as a comedian, a bringer show is basically in order to get your stage time, you have to bring a certain amount of people,
Right.
and it's
There'll be
usually
like
an
8.
exaggerated amount of
They
people.
be, like 8. If you don't have 8 people here, I got to times where there was like 6 people, and I'd be calling somebody like, "Y'all not coming?"
Yo,
come
they
on,
become
man.
enemies.
Yo, that's fucked up.
They
bro.
become enemies. Like, yo,
said
you didn't
was
come when I
coming. You
needed you
said-
the
Yeah,
most.
You
yeah.
said you was coming.
I used to camp out front and just be like seeing couples like, yo, y'all want to see a comedy
Yo,
show? I'll pay for
I had a
Just to get
a
on
comedy
stage,
show. Where was it? It was like a showcase. In Broadway Comedy Club.
Broadway.
Is in Manhattan.
Yeah,
Is in
yeah,
they were
Broadway.
doing a showcase for up and coming. It was being recorded and everything
Yeah.
with my boy Tati. Remember Tati? Hector Brito.
Hector Brito.
So he put me on, and I picked up everybody in my car. It was
Yeah.
like 10 of us deep in my car,
Yeah.
one sitting on top of each other.
Shut the fuck
For
up.
me to get my time on. If you search it, it's on YouTube. That
You coming out the
Yeah.
car with all the
that
people?
night.
yeah,
That night.
of that night of that set is somewhere because they upload like little bits,
Yeah.
and it must be up there
I
somewhere.
would go watch a show with you. You're funny.
So so after I did that show with him, that kind of motivated me to start doing videos. So I started doing videos as myself, as Woody Wood, and I had a little series on.
What
YouTube.
kind of videos were they like?
So I had a little series on YouTube where I called it because my childhood nickname is Woody from Toy Story, so I called it Hood Stories. So it's Woody Wood's Hood Stories.
That's clever.
So I used to just go around the hood and like interview random people and then just like try to
You
like
was
do
out here,
random shit. Yeah, and
You didn't have no shame. You was just random people.
yeah, and at that time too, I had a big ass afro. I used to look mad goofy, so it was like, so I would run around downtown Boston doing little videos and shit, trying to run down on people, and my shit wasn't really going nowhere. Shit was kind of weak. So after
I mean, those weren't really skits.
yeah, it
Those
was
were
just
like
random
public
shit, yeah.
interviews.
Mm-hmm. And then so like after a while doing that, I was just kind of brainstorming one day, and I was just like, damn, what could I do to be different from everybody? Because I felt like everybody online was kind of doing the same shit. So my daughter was watching a little puppet on Nickelodeon, and it was called Crash and Bernstein. and it was like a little purple puppet, and it reminded me of a puppet when I was little called my cousin Skeeter, and I liked it, the concept of like the puppet, but everybody around them was human, so it was almost like the puppet was his own person,
Right.
but everybody around them was regular, you know. So I was like, you know what if I just came out with the Puerto Rican puppet? So I literally just Googled it.
You're gonna get your shine. Shut the fuck up.
I put Puerto Rican puppet, and Joselito popped up.
No, get what?
And his name was already Jose, so I just added the Lito because my little brother's name was Miguelito growing
Why
up.
didn't you name him Jesus?
No, shut up.
His name
Come
was
on,
already
Superman.
Jose.
He has a whole brand.
So it was like Joselito had
Superman
a nice
wants to
ring it.
rebrand your shit.
So yeah, I started doing skits. with him.
Jesucito, come into the.
And
Joselito.
yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
then that's how I got into the Joselito.
Wait. Bro, hold on.
What was that?
So
I don't know.
So you went.
Prada and him must have been sleeping together. He just came out here with a weird ass scratch.
Nah, hold on. So I know you because of social media. We weren't boys or nothing before social media. Like
No.
I'm a fan of yours through social media.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Joselito, not yours.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know who the fuck you
yeah.
are. Fuck you.
I was a fan of Joselito through social media.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, look at this puppet doing funny shit. Ooh.
Yeah.
Bro, in my head, I had this whole elaborate story. I'm like, yo, whoever's running this puppet has a whole production, has a warehouse where he's making puppets. Yo, in my head. So you're saying, yo, for real, I'm being so dead ass.
I thought I was there with the soul.
Yeah, I'm like,
machine
all
and
right,
shit.
whoever this is has like a puppet factory where he's
man.
making. So you're saying you Googled Spanish puppets, Puerto Rican puppets?
Puerto Rican puppet.
Literally Puerto Rican puppet.
You Googled Puerto Rican puppets. Jose came out.
Yeah, Jose.
And you're like, that's the one.
It was Jose the Hispanic puppet, 30 inches.
When I first met you, and then you hit me up on text, and then when I met you at the day when you did the Olympics, I was like, damn, I don't know how this motherfucker looks like. And then when I showed up at the club where we at, you go, hey, what's going on? I'm like, who's this guy? And you're like, oh, it's me. I'm like, who's me? It's me, boy. I'm like, oh, okay. That's you.
Everybody thinks I'm fat. Everybody always thinks I'm like 500 pounds.
I mean,
the
you're
first
playing
time-
with a puppet.
Yo,
Come
the
on.
first time I met
Yeah,
him,
they be saying that like. One time I pulled up to do a skit for somebody, and when I got out the car, dude was like, "Oh man, fuck!" And he passed his boy $100. I'm like, "What the fuck is that all about?" We had a bet that you was 500 pounds, and I lost.
oh man.
I'm like, "Why the fuck would you think I was 500 pounds?" He's like, "Cause you're always talking about booties, so I thought maybe it was the opposite, like you get no booties." I'm like, "No, I'm talking from experience."
nah.
I'm like,
So,
I'm talking from
dude,
experience, puppy.
Joselito the Puppet Instagram. Do you DM people through there? Obviously, right? And then have you bagged girls or have girls bagged you through the puppet? And if so, how was it? Yo, let's link up.
Wait,
Like-
hold on. Pause. Wait
Yeah,
a second.
yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Now, question.
Yeah.
They hit you up through a DM. Like, damn, yo, I want to suck the shit out your bicho. Right? In that message, they don't know who the fuck is behind the bicho. Like, you could just send mad
Who the
random
fuck
ass.
is behind the bicho?
Right? They could.
Wait.
You could just send like
Behind
mad
this
random.
bichotazo.
Like,
Like-
you never did that. Like, you just send someone
Like if
random.
she's
like,
ugly,
yo,
like
yeah,
if she was ugly,
yeah, like a
be
decoy.
like, oh, I got you.
Like,
Yo,
yo,
hey,
I'm-
my boy,
I'm- no,
pretend,
look.
pretend you're me.
Look,
Pretend you're
there's
me.
a-
Go over there.
You meeting up with a girl over there. If she's ugly, congratulations. If she's hot, you gotta go.
Nah. You know what's funny is that when it comes to booties and the DM like that, in the beginning I used to get real like spooky with girls like that, because when they would slide in there and be so thirsty, and like you said, I'd be like, damn, booty, you don't even know what the fuck I look
Yeah,
like. Like, how are
okay.
you so ready? Like, but a lot of times they'll slide in the DM on some shit like trying to just find out what I look like. Oh, like, send me a
Like,
pic.
send me a
Yeah,
picture.
yeah. Let me see what
Yo,
you
but
look.
you, it's
They want to
free-
know what you look like in
Yeah.
But it's
advance.
free.
Yeah,
It's
and
free
I'll just hit
game
him
then.
I'll just hit him with the bullshit like, oh, you gotta come to a show.
Nah,
it's a mystery.
I would wild out.
You
You know
gonna
what?
expose me if
I would send them hella pictures with like the question mark on the face, like the empty body.
Anonymous.
Right? Like, you know when you used to
Being-
play
yeah,
like Tekken or
being-
something and you'd be
being
like
curious.
the question thing. I would send them hella shit and then I would just send mad of my friends like, yo, yeah, I'm Joselito. No, I'm Joselito. No, I'm Joselito. No, I'm Joselito. Like back to back to back to back. And then she'd be like, all right, I'm done with
It's
this.
funny
Well,
you say
if
that
you're
too.
number 2,
Yo,
I'm
you
interested.
don't know how, but people do pretend to be me. You
Number
know how many
4.
times I've gotten DMs where putis were like, "It was so nice meeting you last night," and I'm like, "Where, puti?" Like,
In Alabama.
and then I'll be thinking about it like, yeah, if somebody could copy my voice, they could legit pretend to be me. Like, you know,
Facts.
they hit it
Like,
with
you
DM
fuck
puti.
hella
Damn,
crazy.
puti.
Like,
Oh,
literally,
shit.
Joselito
Let me try, let
got
me
try. I
hella
could go-
fucking baby moms right now. You don't even know about
Like,
it.
Yo,
For real.
I go through his comments and I see a
I've
flash.
had people hit me up from jail, like, yo, I'm glad you out now and doing good with the Joselito shit. Like, what? Like,
Yo, I'm gonna do it. I want every one of us to do it and see if we could get away with the Joselito puppet. Like, can one of us be like I'm gonna say?
Rafizi could probably
I'm
do
gonna
it.
say.
Yo, we just gotta get a
Rafisi-
random. We
No,
gotta get a
like,
random
for
girl.
example-
We gotta get a random girl.
I want everybody to say.
Rafisi will tell putis it's a costume. No, that's me.
No, like for example, like if I see a show that hit you up in a comment, whatever, and I'll be like, oh, hey, I know you like me being, I'm Joselito. You want to meet me up? Like, all right.
Nah,
cool.
it has to be like the next person who DM you. We're like, yeah, we can meet up, right? And we just all go to the same spot, right? And we all just go one by one. We're like, yo, no, I'm Joselito. No, I'm Joselito. No, I'm Joselito. No, I'm Joselito. But which one is it? We
That's
have
the
all-
dumbest.
It is
How-
fun, it is
Nah, I don't
funny
think
when I go to
she'll-
my shows though, and like the audience always be like that because I usually roll in there with a little corillo, and they're always looking like, which one is it?
They never try to
And
look
they
inside
never
the
guess the
black
right
box.
one. They always
That
pick
happened to
some-
me.
One of my boys,
Danny.
Like, they'll go
Danny.
to one of my boys like
That
"Yo,
happened to me
Really?
with you.
Oh,
Our-
you thought you was me?
No, that happened to me. Like me trying to figure out who the fuck you were.
Oh, when
The
we did that
first
show on
show,
Mass?
yes, the first show we ever did. Thanks to Tommy, we linked up. I'm like, oh shit, yo, I'm gonna be on stage. I'm gonna be on stage with Joselito, bro. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, shit, oh shit. So we go to the club, and there was a VIP section. I see the puppet on the couch.
In Massachusetts.
So you're in the section with a whole bunch of people. I don't know if you remember. I'm like, yo, which one of these? So it didn't hit me. You took a picture of it with us and everything. You said what up to us. Like we went back to the hotel, and like I see Joselito tags me. Like he tags me in a
pic.
in a pic or something. I'm like, Joselito's not in that picture. Like what's going on? Like it was you. Like it was you.
Oh,
but
I tagged you for my personal.
yeah,
page.
yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? So it happened. I was trying to figure out who the fuck was the person behind.
That's the big
'Cause-
mystery.
Because when you do your stand-up shows with Joselito, you don't show. You have a big production. Like
Yeah,
you
it's
have
a
a
whole
stage, you have
stage.
curtains, you have a whole prop thing.
How do you
So-
do you build
Yeah.
that like beforehand? Like they build it
No,
for you? Like it
that's
has like
actually
an
a-
instruction manual?
That's actually a very good question because what happened was, so when shit started going crazy with me with the skits and stuff, so like when you first start getting bookings as a social media influencer, it's usually to host a club.
Yes, to host club.
Yeah, so
Got
I
a
started-
bottle and some
yeah,
hookah if you're into that.
yeah. So I started getting booked to host clubs, and my fans will pull up and be tight, like, "Yo, I thought this was a show. You just over here fucking drinking in the VIP. You ain't doing shit. Like,
What do you want us to do with you up there, nigga?
when you going on?" Like, and I've been like, "Yo, this ain't a comedy show. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a hosting.
It's a hosting." But then it sparked it in my head, like, "Yo, people want a live show." But at the time, I didn't have, like you said, I'm not a
That
ventriloquist.
setup. That
I didn't have
setup.
the setup. I wasn't a ventriloquist. I'm like, damn, it takes years to be a ventriloquist from what I hear. So
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like I could just pick it up now. So I just started Googling it. Same way. The same company that I got him from, they make the stage, and I bought the puppet stage. So for the people at home, I like to classify myself as a puppeteer. I'm not a ventriloquist.
Okay.
Because I don't throw my voice. I hide. So Joselito's his own person. So that's the difference between, a lot of people ask me that, like, what's the difference between a puppeteer and a ventriloquist? Puppeteer, you don't see them. So you think Sesame Street when you think puppeteer.
Yo, you ever thought
see
about
Elmo,
making, like,
you don't
a-
see the
Yes,
person controlling
yes.
them. Like the guy you said earlier, Jeff Dunham is a ventriloquist. You see him moving it. You don't see him moving his lips. That's a whole nother beast.
Did you
Sometimes
ever-
I've seen episodes and I see some sticks. I've seen some sticks.
Have you ever thought about
They've
making
slipped
your
up.
own like custom box? Like you have
does
the
have-
big
he
black
does
box.
have-
I've been thinking about like updating it, yeah, because right now what really pisses me off is that when I'm back there I can't crowd work because I can't see.
Yeah.
So
Yo.
and as a comedian, you know that's huge.
You can't
being
like
able to
put
crowd
just,
work.
like 2 little holes or nothing. Like
I'm trying.
That's weird you say that.
I'm looking for a camera to put to the front, so maybe I can have a little monitor. In
I
the
thought
back.
that's what you did
Nah.
because I could have
go out for
sworn.
hearing.
You know
damn,
what's
so you
crazy?
in there in a black box
You know
just
what's
chilling.
crazy?
Blind,
That-
yeah.
Not
For
knowing-
hours,
not-
just
not
chilling, like,
knowing-
laying down?
said that right now, and I'm fucking amazed.
Yes,
bro,
yes.
because there's been a few shows
Yes.
where you like hit it on the nose, like, oh, that puti in the third row.
Yes, yes.
And you just say some shit like that, and it'll be like real, like the
Yes.
puti in the blue shirt in the
Yes.
third row.
Yes.
I see
You know what it is?
That's
It's
where I was
true.
gonna get at.
It's true what they say about how like when you lose one sense, the other ones get heightened. For some reason, when I'm back there, I can hear more crispy.
That's why.
So like I can kind of hear where it's coming from. Like so, if somebody's kind of heckling me, I can kind of pinpoint where in the.
yeah,
club.
I've heard
so
this
I'll kind of
heckling
point
shit a couple
Joselito
times.
to like.
That's
What
crazy.
the fuck is that?
Heckling?
I've heard heckling way too many times today.
Okay,
and I
So
don't know what the fuck that is.
heckling is
Heckling?
It's a comedy term.
Heckling.
when
Heckling?
somebody
We all want to
is-
answer because we all fucking. Nah, I'm gonna let the legend.
when somebody is not letting you do your material
They
or
basically
trying to
trolling
join the
you.
show.
It's the
That, you
comedy
know,
version of getting
so-
trolled.
So basically, if you just
Like
said-
Superman would be a fucking
if
heckler.
you
Superman.
just said
Suck
a
my dick.
joke, and,
Yo.
and somebody goes, "Yeah, it's Disneyland, right?"
Superman would be a heckler.
So
Nah, I went to comedy shows. I just shut the fuck up and laugh all the time.
if that didn't go with what you were saying, they're heckling. If sometimes they helping you, you know, because they want to add to the joke,
Yeah.
but you don't need their help.
Bro,
You know?
I love that. And now I find that that's what makes my shows.
When
because-
somebody tries to heckle,
Yes, because
Yeah.
now my shows are more. I'm
And
not
then
writing as
it's
much.
in the moment.
It's in the moment. I go up there on
People laugh
stage,
more in the
and I
moment,
have
too.
my backup jokes. I have my material, but I'm hoping somebody says some shit so I could use that and rip it apart.
Yeah.
Mira, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Boom, bam, boom.
Yeah, yo,
boom,
my
boom.
friend, bro, I did a show. We
My
did a
friend,
show.
you have a diarrhea of the mouth?
But yeah, bro, that should be making my whole show. Like, I love hecklers. I love when they try to interject with what I'm trying to say because I'll forget what the fuck I'm saying. Fuck what I was saying. Now I'm gonna focus on you,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna use you to make my whole show.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
you made my job easier.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
I'm gonna get this money off of you. Like,
Because now
my
I got
15
good 20 minutes
Yeah.
off of you real quick.
bro, we did a show. We did a show in Pennsylvania, and there was this old lady. She
Oh,
wasn't
God,
heckling. She
Jesus.
wasn't heckling. She was gumming on stage while we were performing, and trying to take the mic from
She
us.
would come up.
What?
She would come up to the.
She would come on
She
stage.
would come on stage while we were up there.
What?
She would come, and nobody stopped her. Where's security? Where's the nigga?
She was talking about it was her birthday. She was like, "Oh, and I want to say shout out to my cousins and my sister who's in the house.
yeah, like no,
Go
it was
back
yeah.
down and sit
Yeah,
down.
like,
in her-
yo, we in
in
the
her
back.
seat.
You not paying us no mind in the back. What's going on? And she was going off. I was like, yo, so she did that. Was I the closer there?
Yeah.
I was the closer, right? So she did that to
You
Ivan.
gotta tell the audience what a closer is, son. We
Okay,
talking all this
aight,
comedy
aight,
talk.
aight.
Headliner,
So-
headliner.
Okay, so a closer in a comedy show is the person that closes the show.
Main event. The main
Is
event.
is the
last
person
main
that
guy.
that close is the last comic to go up on stage and close down the show. You have your opener, which is the person that's opening up the show. They're setting the mood. They're warming up your crowd. Then you have the people in between,
The feature,
and then you
the
have
feature comics.
yeah, and then you have the closer, the person that comes in, kills the shit, goes home, drops the mic, and gets off stage.
Facts.
So the lady,
Usually too, the closer is the one that brought the asses in the seats too.
Yeah. A lot of times the headliner is
The
the
main
main
attraction,
event.
yeah,
The
the
main
main attraction,
attraction.
yeah.
The
How
person-
did you cut the heckler?
all right. So she did that shit to. We had Chicho there.
It was,
Chicho's
it-
one of
she
our.
did it to Chicho and to Ivan. She didn't come up.
She
on
didn't do it to
stage
you.
with me. No.
So she did it to the first two comics that went up. Bet. She didn't come up for Tommy. She waited for me to come up. When they were introducing me, she was on stage already. Like they introduced her to come on stage.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was on stage already waiting for me.
Wait, white puti or Spanish?
It was some old white
Some
Spanish lady.
Yeah.
Was this the one where you were wearing all, like a COVID shirt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one. So she's on there. He's introducing me, and the lady goes on stage like she's about to do a set. All right. So I get on stage. I'm like, okay.
But she had some jokes. Let me find
No, nigga. She was just saying random shit. She was just
would've
yelling
been
random
Bugging
shit.
out. At one
I-
point, she was telling, I think either Ivan or Chicho to put the music on.
Yeah. She was
like-
like,
She's
yo.
like, I want the music. I want to party.
She was trying to be a part of the show.
Not to cut you off, but that's the crazy part about live comedy is that you can know in deep down in your heart, like, I'm a funny motherfucker. I got the material, da-da-da. But that one motherfucker will ruin the whole motherfucking show, bro.
Hell
Like,
fucking yeah.
One person can
Yo,
really
you know
ruin
where
it
that-
for everybody.
You know where that happened to me at?
Yo, I hope it never happens, but I live for that. I live for the person that's trying to ruin the show
Yeah.
because I have I found that with
but
I
that
found
plays into your set.
Yeah.
Some people's sets ain't built like that.
With
Yeah.
me, that fucked me up in Mir Lounge.
In Lawrence.
In Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence, Massachusetts.
Some dude, he was like, yo, bájame ese tigre de ahí, like, get him out of there, like we want to dance and shit,
Oh my
whatever.
God.
You know, like, it was actually the club's fault.
I got goosebumps.
It was the club's fault.
Shit won't happen to me.
You know what happens that if you grab a group of people who are already partying to stop the music.
Oh yeah, doing clubs and shit like that.
Listen to this guy
and
Franco talking
and bring some guy to start talking. This dude could have been in the middle of this, right?
Yeah, trying to bag a number or something.
Trying to
For
get
real.
a number, trying to, say, hey, he, like, oh, here comes Tommy to come
he
talk.
just took
In
a
a
couple
wig.
passes
Come
of
talk.
ping ping.
Come
He
talk
feeling
for-
himself.
Yeah. He just bought a Moet for this bitch.
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
himself.
He's about to talk for another half an hour. Get the fuck out of here. Put the music on. So that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Where
That's
the
the
dude
worst.
was like, "Coño, pongan la música, whatever." You know, luckily I had a response for him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, not the nigga with the tightest sweater here. Like, yo, bro, you need to breathe. Take that sweater off. You know, like, you gotta, like,
Cálmate, papi.
you choking. I can see your heartbeat.
Oh, no, 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 no.
But then it got kind of heated, like a kind of like an argument
Yeah,
type
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So I had to like tell the DJ, go into a song so we could, you know what I'm saying, lighten the mood.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it kind of threw off what I wanted to do, which
Yeah.
was the material
Yes.
I
Yeah.
had
Okay.
for that night.
That's
So
a good point.
How
'cause,
did you kill that old lady? I want to know how you killed
crowd
the old
work
lady.
is-
We'll get back to
a
that
gift and a
because we
curse.
have some legends talking.
No, but
He cut me off,
to,
so it's
to,
fine.
To piggyback
What I gotta
off-
say ain't shit. Fuck it.
to piggyback off of
We
Tommy's
got Danny
point,
Woody Woodpecker in the building.
that's a good point though. Is that sometimes the heckling shit, like when you crowd working, it could go either way.
It
Like
could go
sometimes
left.
it could save your shit, or sometimes it could go
It
way
could
left.
go-
Yeah,
yeah,
And now you off in deep water. It's like, damn, now I gotta swim back.
Damn, where the fuck
Nigga,
was
how,
I
yeah,
at?
How do I get back to talking about my mom?
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
Where's
How,
the-
how do I get back to the middle of a joke?
What
just
did you
don't know
tell
how-
the What
how
did you tell the lady? I
So
forgot.
so she comes, she's on stage. I'm like, okay, esto es lo que no va a pasar. Aquí no están pagando a mí, a él para hacer un show. A ti no te están pagando. Así que somebody, juquero, somebody, métele una juca en la boca para que se me calle. Everybody started.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay. Yo no voy a seguir hasta que ella la pongan en el flyer. She has to be on the flyer. Because I didn't know we was going to have a
we
special
were doing
guest.
a show with Josefina.
Yeah, like I didn't know we was gonna do a show with Margarita.
I remember.
Bro,
That shit was
so
funny.
she I don't know what it was. Like she got ashamed. Like she tried to come back at me, but I went back at her. And bro, as a comic, I will sacrifice your feelings for the
better show,
for
yeah,
the
show, yeah.
for the show
yeah.
for everybody.
Like you,
Course,
would,
yeah.
like you would say some disrespectful things.
Bro,
to her.
I will kill somebody's hoe for the
Ego.
betterment. Yeah, for the betterment of the show.
Yeah.
Is
Have them go home.
yeah,
hurt.
like yo, hate me. Hate what the
Like
fuck.
you will
Y'all
rank
just-
on her.
I
not
killed
even
this.
say-
Commit suicide and shit.
I-
Damn.
Bro, as a comic. But then after the show, the same
beat
people I
down.
destroyed, they come up and give me a dab. Like, yo, that was dope. And I'm like, yo, no disrespect. I'm
the
just a
fuck up.
comedian. No, I'm just a
Yo,
comedian.
I've had to tell people like, yo, thank you for being a good sport.
Yeah.
'Cause I've really heckled people.
Yeah, one
Like,
time.
I've destroyed hecklers really bad. This doesn't go.
Eso no pasa. Eso es local, güey. Tome no fuma juca. ¿Qué hace tome?
Es que yo no voy a fumar.
Oh shit.
What type of Dominican are you?
Pues,
You a
entonces,
retired Dominican.
like, you know, one time, I was doing a set in Presidente, and this man and his wife, or his daughter, or something like that. The daughter was a fan, and he was like her father, whatever. And I heckled them, and they stood up and left. And somebody called me like the next day, like, yo, what did you say to the people that was in the front row last night? And I was like, what people? What the fuck? Like, I didn't even know what the fuck they were talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, there were some people that left the show last night. And I was like, oh, the cab driver? Like, yo, that dude's not a cab driver, bro. That dude is like the owner of pollo or some shit. Whatever.
Yo, that happened to me.
Like
was
I
somebody
missed
with
out
clout.
on an
I roasted the
opportunity.
owner of the
man.
spot
I
without
missed
me
out on
knowing.
an
he got
opportunity of
his
some
He
shit.
got in his feelings.
Oh,
I
man.
did him dirty because I kept calling him a cab driver and being like, you know, where's your cab is outside? Make sure you don't get a ticket. You know, like, you know, like I was, you know, messing with him a lot.
Make sure you don't
know,
get a ticket.
I was like 152, 152, 152. Then a llamada. Like, you know, like, you know, like you gotta
He was
call.
being a
You gotta,
dispatch.
I fucked this whole shit up.
That's the thing
Fucked up
about
his night.
comedy that people don't realize is that it's like almost like I'm going to the movies. Like, shut the fuck up and listen to the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I talk all the time
if,
about
if
movies.
you if you step out your boundaries, it's like going to the hood. Like, you ain't supposed to be there. So if you get jumped, you can't be. Oh, what the fuck was you doing over there? Like, what the fuck was you doing?
yeah,
heckling?
yeah.
I can't
Like,
come
you
to
know
your
what
hood
I'm
now.
saying?
My thing is, that's why I definitely don't think I will ever go to a comic show because I talk in the movies all the time. Like, I'll always add like the little spice.
Yeah.
And I realize how annoying I am because of my daughter.
Yeah.
Because my daughter does the same fucking thing. I'm like, just shut the fuck up.
And she gets it from you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Sometimes you gotta think about this. If somebody paid 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, even $100 to come see this comic, and I got you on the side talking about, yeah, I was up to shit, Mr. Yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't get mad at him either if he's like, hey, yo, my man, shut the fuck up or whatever. Or he starts ranking
Oh, I was
on
waiting
you.
for you to start cutting ass right now.
You
I was
know-
emotional right now.
No, if they start ranking on you, you know what I'm saying? You can't get mad because you got to remember, bro, you're not the only one that paid that $60, $70.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True, that's
So
true.
it's kind of like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Not only that, on the flip side of that, the one heckling thinks I paid $100. I can say whatever the fuck I want. Like, you know, they feel like that too.
They
like,
feel
yeah.
like that
They
too,
feel
but
like
then
they're
they don't want to
superior.
get roasted.
Yeah, and then you got people too that they feel like their heckling made the show better. Oh,
Right,
when I
right,
started
right.
heckling you, that's when it got lit. Like, no, motherfucker, me roasting you is what got it lit.
Yo, my thing is, how the fuck do you do it inside of a black box?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I just said it. I just go off of...
Yo,
Just
well,
like,
you missed the
imagine-
last 30
Actually,
minutes.
No,
One time
I
I
get
did
it,
feel...
but, like,
one
if-
time,
let's
like
say-
he said, I felt like shit because I was behind the black box and this one dude kept roasting me. Come to find out later, he was like a retardado. He had like...
And you wouldn't know that. You
Oh
didn't-
man.
Yo, that would be fucked
And I
up if you
roasted the
roasted
fuck out of him for
a
like 20
handicapped ass
minutes
nigga?
straight.
Bro,
Like,
I've done that. The show we did in Queens, there was a dude in the wheelchair in the front.
And you was just busting
But
his
you
ass.
knew he was...
Yeah,
You,
like,
you wish you could walk up
I
here,
didn't
nigga.
know.
oh,
I didn't
no,
know
wow.
until he crippled his way up to me after the show. And his
Is
brother
that the
was like,
comedian that has those two things? 'Cause
Dino,
you know,
yeah,
Yeah,
he started
yeah,
off heckling
yeah,
me.
yeah,
He
yeah,
started off
yeah,
heckling
yeah.
me.
That,
Dino.
You know what's
that's
crazy?
funny
Dino,
that it comes
Dino,
full
Dino.
circle is that same guy actually be on some of my shows opening
He's
up
a
now.
comedian.
He's a
He's a
comedian now.
And he
yeah.
was trying to
Shout
get
out
your
Dino,
ass.
my guy Dino.
Shout out
Yo,
Dino. Yeah, yeah,
Dino.
yeah.
He got
Dino
cerebral palsy.
Dino got years hitting me up
Which is
on
funny, right? I
Instagram.
keep telling him to do this joke and he won't do it, right? So Pete, right? You know how he like walks
Yeah, he
off
got
funny,
like
right?
polio or something.
So I keep telling him
Like the South Park
He's the
to
nigga?
start
last
off
guy
your
with
set,
polio.
right? I was like, you need to walk on stage with the crutches, right? When you get up there, I was like, just act full retard. like grab the mic and for like 30 seconds just be like, like, you know, like talking loud, and then just be like, nah, I was just kidding. I know you guys thought I was a full retard, but I'm just half a retard.
Ah, that would be great.
Yo,
that would be
that's
great.
And he don't want to do it. He's like, that's
Dino
offensive.
needs to take that. He needs to take that shit quick.
As comedy, do you feel like you have to filter some of the shit you say now? Because
No.
the
Also-
climate of the world is different
Bro,
now.
ain't nobody gonna
Nah,
fuck up a puppet.
Yeah, thank you. Joselito actually opened it up for me.
They don't know who the fuck he is.
When I was doing my own comedy, I felt more sheltered because I was doing a lot of white comedy clubs. So like coming up in the comedy scene in Boston, there is no Latino comedy
Right.
clubs. There is like you might get an off show, like you know you guys would come through for like the little off shows at like a little hookah spot or something. But there isn't no like comedy clubs that just caters to Latinos. So like I always found myself catering my jokes to white people. You know what I'm saying? So when I started doing the Joselito shit, it actually opened me up more because now I could talk about the Puti shit. I could talk about the Puerto Rican shit, and people could relate more. So
Joselito, how many you've been doing Joselito since 2007?
so Joselito, I bought the puppet in like 2012,
2012.
but I didn't really start going crazy with him until like 2015 because that's when I got my first viral skit.
So you went viral with Joselito. Joselito has been in our lives since 2016.
Anybody could get some more, but
2021.
Some Patron.
Patron, por favor, producción.
Production.
Producción,
Thank you.
por favor.
You want a splash or a simmer? Or how the fuck
You want it
drink
mixed? You want it neat?
You
We
want
do it all.
ice?
You want
Yeah,
it on
mix,
the
mix.
La vaina,
With the
pink juice.
The pink, we got that lean.
until it looks like his jacket.
No, so go ahead. What did you say?
So,
Sí, ese mismo.
you started with Joselito, but it's not just Joselito now.
Oh yeah.
You have a whole family.
Uh huh.
You have a whole family of puppets.
Yeah.
7 puppets.
That actually happened by accident.
Is it 7?
Altogether I got 6.
6 puppets.
6, huh?
I got 6 now.
Damn.
So but actually the other puppets came about by accident. 'Cause,
How?
So mind you, like I said, Joselito, I just ordered them online. The original one that I got of him started getting mad dirty, and people started commenting in my comments like, "Yo, Joselito looking dirty." Da, 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 da. So I'm like, "Fuck, let me order a new one." When I ordered the new one, I ordered the wrong size, so they sent me like miniature Joselito, like it was like half the size of that
Like a
one.
baby.
Yeah, I was finna send it back, and my boy was like, "Nah, bro." He's like, "You probably got it for a reason. Like, keep that one. Do something different with him." So what I did was, I took a mustache and a beard kit, and I put it on this Joselito, and I made him. I did a like what I call now the flashback skits. I made it in black and white, and I took the other puppet. I made him like he was the young Joselito.
Oh, okay.
And I made him like he was the dad, and I did like a little flashback skit where it was
Baby
basically like
Joselito.
baby Joselito, and he was getting spazzed on by the puppet, and then that's what kind of sparked the whole Poppy character.
That's dope.
What the
That's dope.
And then actually, how I got the Poppy character was because, like I said, I was doing those little flashback skits, and then one of my fans was like, "Yo, I found a puppet that I think will be perfect for Poppy. If I send it to you, will you use it?" And he sent me a picture. I'm like, "Hell yeah!" He sent it to me. I did a couple skits with it like right away, and he was fucking with it. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna send you the Abuela one too."
Oh.
And then he sent me the Abuela one too. So then that's how I got another puppet, and then he sent me another
Somebody
one.
sold it for you?
He bought it and he sent it to me. Yeah,
Oh,
sent
he
me two
bought
pup-
it and sent it
Yeah,
to you.
he sent me the Poppy one and the Abuela one.
Whoever
from
that
a
was,
fan.
thank you very much.
Thank
Shout
you,
out
thank
to
you,
that
thank you. That's
person.
That's
Huge
actually
stuff.
my guy, Skills Montana.
Hey,
Shout
yo,
out my guy,
Skills
Skills,
Montana.
skills, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for contributing to the craft.
yeah, big Day One fan. He was always showing love. But yeah, and then that's how the other
Like
puppets
a
started coming into play.
motherfucking boss.
So what deals or what has been you sell out shows with these puppets? You sell like a regular comic. I can't say I can sell out a 200-person show. I cannot say that.
Yeah, you can.
I
Shut up.
know.
I can't
Shut up.
I can't I
What
can't.
you mean?
All right, I can't say that I can sell out a 600-person show.
Okay, I got you.
Okay,
But
had to up it?
Joselito can.
you can.
Okay.
You can with the puppets.
Yeah.
No, don't yeah me like it's nothing.
Like he's just like,
But
all
what's
right,
the question?
nonchalantly.
No,
I don't get what the question is behind it.
It's a statement.
He's giving you
like,
flowers,
how do I-
nigga. It's
no,
flowers.
There's no question. There's
I
no
thought there was a
question.
question coming after that.
There's
I'm like,
no
wait,
question.
like, how do I
What he's
do it?
saying is
It's
isn't
amazing.
it like incredible or
You
Oh,
want
no,
the
yeah,
question?
bro.
I'll give you the question.
How
Bro,
believable is it to you? Like, think
It's-
about what you
it's-
said. You saw Nelly with 200 people there, and you thought, shit, he got 200 people. I got to do this Instagram shit. And here you are a few years later doing shows
Yeah.
like that. 600 people,
Yeah,
400 people, 700 people. What's the most you put?
600.
600.
That was in
600.
Chicago. Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
did
what's
2
up.
shows
Hey,
back to back. 300
Congratulations
each.
on that.
Two shows.
Period.
Amazing, bro, with a puppet.
Yeah.
You know, like
Not just a puppet. Joselito the
Do you
puppet.
have like a fan in
Wait.
there? Is there like a fan in there, like a AC unit or something? You just get hot as fuck in there.
it's
Wait.
a regular
Oh,
cardboard
oh, behind the
Superman.
Yeah, inside the thing. I don't know.
No,
I've never
no,
been there. I just see a black box whenever I see
it's,
it. I just anything you
the
post, I
box-
just like because I support
It's
the cause.
open in the back.
Yeah, it's not enclosed, so
I
it's not
thought-
like I'm in
I
a
thought
closet.
you was like
and shit.
in a like a turtle shell kind of thing.
Nah, I've actually been trying to like
It's
I said,
like
update my
it's like a C, right?
because I want to do it like
it's like that.
Because sometimes what happens is I do shows where like you know how the seats be like kind
Yeah,
of like
yeah,
a circle,
around, they go around.
So like you said it, and then I'm exposed in the back, so I'm trying to look for a different setup where like it kind of be like a 360
Like a
view.
round.
Yeah, like a round.
Like you're in a
360
box
view.
by yourself.
You should just
Yeah.
get Rafi and the other guy just to stand in the side and just start rotating with you.
Bro, I'm gonna get you a Joselito costume and you start doing. Imagine he come out.
What's up, bicho?
That'll be funny. That'll be funny.
Yeah, nah, bro, it's been a blessing, bro. Like I said, what happened with Joselito was like I tell people all the time was if I would have kept on my same comedy path of before Joselito, I would be getting $25 for 20 minutes right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joselito helped me leapfrog and get to the headliner status way quicker than I ever would have if I would went the traditional stand-up route.
So you're headlining. How long have you been headline, or how long have you been the closer with the puppet since you started? Like, how was that time span? How long have you been where you're the main attraction for a show?
2017 was my first show. April 2017, we sold out the Broadway Comedy Club. We did 175. Booker in New York, his name is George Diaz. I don't know if you met him.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
Latino.
He sound familiar.
Yeah, he got a bad name, but me and him had a falling out after. But he got like a bad name in the comedy game. But I didn't know this at the time.
I just said I know who
He's
he
like,
is.
yeah, Tommy said we had, Tommy
I'ma
said.
say it.
Yeah, you say that.
He did me dirty, so.
All right, you say that.
Joselito said that. No, but he was on me, bro. So like I had the Puerto Rican Day Parade in 2016, and Imagine was there, and George
Imagine,
Diaz.
legend.
And they were both telling me like, bro, you need to do stand up with the puppet. But at that time, like I said, I didn't have the stage set up. I didn't even have material as Joselito because I just had my material.
I'm gonna give you a little backstory on that night. So both of them kind of had a fallout over you.
Bro, I heard about that after. Imagine told me that.
We gonna get juicy.
Imagine told me that. Yeah, that's funny you say that. Imagine did tell me that he got mad at George
basically,
because Imagine wanted to work with me first.
Imagine said that he kind of discovered you.
Yeah, no, that's
true.
true.
Oh,
no, you know
I know that.
No, you know what it was.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, you're right. Imagine was the first one that came up to me first, like
about
doing the show, stand up.
Okay.
He was like, "Yo,
in New York."
Because
you did a show with me in Boston, and you said that was your first show.
No, that was my first time doing Joselito material, but I was doing it as me. So like,
I don't know what you mean.
So he said, so I met George and I met
you
Imagine.
did the material without the puppet?
Without the puppet, because I didn't have the setup yet. But I wanted to see if the material would hit. You feel me? Because the material I was doing before was my Woody Wood material.
You did go up as Woody.
I went up as Woody, but if you remember, I was doing the damn puppy. I did all the Bicho Tazo shit.
Yeah.
That was my first time trying that material live like that.
Yes,
because I wanted to see if it hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before I brought it out with the puppet.
Before you brought out the puppet.
Yeah.
And then what Imagine told me.
Yeah.
And then George also had his say.
Now I want to hear your side because I can tell you who was lying.
So
bullshit.
George says he told you about the case. Imagine says he told you about the case, about the stage.
It was Imagine.
So Imagine
was first.
Imagine was the one who told you to do that setup.
Imagine came up to me first, and he was like, you know, I love your work. He's like, you got potential.
So you need to bring it live, and you need to do a stage, and you need to do this.
Oh yes, we got the fire on the shade room now.
And I told him, I was like, I would love
Let's get connected.
But I'm not a ventriloquist. And he was like, figure it out.
But he told you about the stage.
Yeah, he was like, figure it out. You know,
do a box.
Yeah,
do a box.
He told me to build it.
All right, cool.
He told me to build it, but I found one.
You get some 2x4s. You get some
Real Boricua with it. He's like, mira, papi, we go to Home Depot. We have you back to mine.
So he says that a week later, George built the stage and everything and did it for you and created a show.
No, that was
he kind of stole it.
No, that's where the story.
That's fake news.
Yeah, so George was just on me like more than Imagine. That's what it was. So Imagine was like every time I ran into him, he'd be like, "Yo, you need to do a show. You need to do a show."
Yeah, motivating you.
But George was like literally texting me every day, like literally like, "Yo, you need to do a show. You need to do a show. Figure it out. Get the thing. Like." And
he got you for the Puerto Rican Day Parade to do it.
No, I just ended up meeting them at the Puerto Rican Day Parade through a mutual friend.
Both of them.
I don't know if you know Madam Bullet.
Yeah, Cypress.
Cypress, yeah. So she invited me to come
Cypress
to the
did
parade.
some of her
And when
shows
I
with
pulled
me.
up, I met Imagine and I met George. So George was just on me like more than Imagine. So he would text me like literally every other day, like, yo, we need to do a show, da da da. And then like I said, I started researching about the stage. I found the stage, but then like I was just saying, I wasn't confident in the material because I didn't have no material as Joselito. So I started hitting the stages as me still,
As Woody,
but doing the
Joselito
Joselito material. So I did like 5-6 shows like that until I felt confident with it, and I had built up like a strong 20. And then I hit up George like, all right, I'm ready. And then we booked the
Broadway Comedy Club.
yeah, but that was a whole fucking bullshit because he did me dirty because like, so the whole thing, right? He told me like, yo, we gotta do the show. He's like, but we're gonna take the profit from the show and we're gonna get a Joselito float for this year's Puerto Rican Day Parade because the show was in April and you know the parade was around in June. So like me, like you know, like I'm not knowing about like you know like the door deals and shit like that.
Yeah, you didn't know.
So we sold it out 175, $25 a ticket. He gives me 200, and then he tells me, "Oh, don't worry, cause we got the money for the float."
Oh.
Then he calls me like a week later, like, "Yo, we don't got enough money for the float. We gotta do another show." So I'm like, I'm still naive to the shit. So I'm like, yeah, let's do another show. Da-da-da-da. Cause he's telling me like, these first 2 shows, the money's gonna go towards the float, and then after that, we'll split everything 50-50. So like, we do the second show, same thing, sold it out. He made another 5
Toma
bands.
todo 200.
So now he up 10 bands on me, right? Tell me why we show up to the Puerto Rican Day Parade. This motherfucker built his own float that only one person can fit on, and he was pushing it with a bike.
No.
Like a regular pedal bike. Yeah.
No.
And I'm like, bro, this is what 10 bands got us?
No.
Like, I'm thinking I'm going to pull up and it's going to be some crazy float with Joselito's face on it. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
music, DJ.
And then,
oh, my God.
And then the next show after that, because now I'm like,
You did another show?
yeah, we did another show.
Tú eres un mamahuevo.
No, because at this time,
Tú.
I still hadn't figured out, I wasn't doing the numbers crunching. I
What
wasn't
do you
figuring out the
need?
math.
$10,000.
No,
Yeah.
but
What kind
I
of
still-
math you need? Calculus?
I still wasn't hip. Like, I didn't know that he
That's that
that he
Boston
got
math.
that he
It's
got the
the
whole
Boston
board.
math.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's giving me the swindle. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
this is what I got.
Bro, this
Da-da-da.
industry is
I-
dirty.
I had to pay the other comedians. Yeah,
and this and
yeah.
that
You already
and
know
woo,
this.
woo,
You
woo.
didn't know that you were bringing, like, if
No, I
you're,
knew.
you
I
didn't
knew
know
everybody
it was
was
you.
there for me.
So how are you comfortable going home with $200?
Because at that time, I had a steady gig with Sin City, the strip club,
Okay.
and I was getting
R.I.P. Sin City.
and I was getting $1,500 every Thursday to come through and roast the booties while they was twerking. So
What?
like, yeah, so at that
That's
time, I
life.
wasn't
I
really
like
pressed
that.
for money.
That was like
Oh,
pocket change, right?
Yeah, I wasn't really pressed for money at that time because I had that steady gig with Sin City. That was the first like deal that I ever got. They signed me to a year contract. Sin City,
Wow.
off of the Booty Olympics.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
you could have went there and just said, yo, we on contract. Like, you
Yeah.
could have said the same shit every Thursday. Yo, you in contract.
1,500 a
What
week.
Sin City?
Yeah.
1,500 a week.
1,500 every Thursday.
Every
For how
Thursday.
long? Open to close? Or?
For a
No,
year, you said.
bro, I would go on stage for like 10 minutes. I just had to roast the booties while they were
For a year.
because it was amateur night and it was called Stripper Idol. And,
Oh, with John?
yeah, John Moses.
Get the fuck
Yeah,
out of here.
So
That's
he was the co-host.
hilarious. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was up there with Joselito
Some
roasting them with
sucios.
him.
They know
We'll
about
be
the
there
strip
taking
club culture.
turns roasting the booties and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had that gig every Thursday at that time. So like
Right.
I really was impressed and I was just more for the opportunity
Yeah.
to start the Joselito stand up shit. It was the Broadway Comedy Club, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
you know, I'm still new to the New York scene, so I'm like, you know, I'm just like a little bit, you know, on my pendejo vibes, like you know,
No,
like
no,
just
no,
like,
you
ha-
hungry
like, yeah,
and-
that happy to be there
and
shit,
happy
like,
to
you
be
know,
there.
Yeah, so like I really was impressed about the bread until the third show because now there wasn't no excuse of, you know, the
No
float
float.
shit.
There's no parade
So
coming up.
So he told me like, yo, we go do 50-50 on the shows coming up after this. So we did the Yonkers Comedy Club, and we did 2 back-to-back shows, but that one doesn't fit as many. It's like 80 seats. So it was like 160. We sold out both shows, and then he had his little computer up with like the Eventbrite as like he's like, you know, scanning people's tickets coming in, and my man's snuck behind them and took a quick look of the ticket sales, and it said he made like 3,500. So then he came up to me. He's like, yo, bro, he said he's giving you 50. You guys going 50-50, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, bro, if he don't give you at least 1,500, close to 2 bands, he's playing you because I just seen the thing and it said 3,500. So after the show, I already got that in the back of my head. George comes up to me, tries to slide me 300. So when he slid me the 300, I was like, yo, bro, this is the last show I'm doing with you. He's like, what? Why?
50.
Oh, bro. Mind you, he had like started booking like mad shows for me. Like after that show, we had Philly, we had Buffalo, and we had like a couple other
He
shows
was
coming
gonna
up.
take a whole tour with your
Bro,
ass.
He was gonna make
yo, peep how shiesty this
He
dude
was gonna
is,
make
right?
6 figures off of you.
So I'm like, yo, bro, I called him out. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing no more shows with you, bro. This is the last show. He's like, why? I'm like, bro, I know you made 3,500 tonight, bro. Like, where's the rest of the bread going? Like, you know what I'm saying? So then he's like, oh, I had to pay this dude this much, this dude this much. I'm like, bro, if I'm the one selling all the tickets, why is the feature and the openers getting paid as much as me, bro? That makes no sense. Like, you know what I'm saying?
At all.
So I'm like calling him out on his bullshit. He's like, yo, come through tomorrow. I gotta go to the ATM and I'm gonna make it right with you. So I'm thinking like, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. He's gonna give me like another stack or something. I come through the next day, he gives me like $200. And I was like, 500 total. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not fucking with you no more. He's like, well, what we gonna do about Buffalo and all these other shows? I'm like, bro, just tell them if they want to keep doing the show, they can contact me directly, whatever. The Buffalo promoter hits me up. Yo, what happened? You had a falling out with George? I'm like, yeah, bro. You know, he was doing me Grammy, da-da-da. We could do the show. He's like, how much you gonna charge me? I'm like, I could do it for like $1,500 and a flight and the hotel and all that. He's like, oh my God, I'm so glad, bro. George was trying to charge us $7,000. I was like, what?
You punched yourself in the dick,
Bro, I was like, what?
Yo, I would have raised it right there. Well, what happened was I miscalculated everything, and you
Nah,
gotta
they-
give me at least 5,500 up front.
They wasn't trying to do it for the 7
Oh, no.
bands.
Oh,
they
no.
was like trying to haggle him to come down because they were like 7
5,500.
bands. is
Look,
OD.
you just went down. Yo, I'm saving you $2,000.
Oh no, 1,500. That was the deposit. George was right. It is.
Nah, but then like
George,
then
come
after
back.
That I just started doing my own thing, and then
What?
and then it worked out for me because then from there, what happened was oh my
You,
God,
you got the agent.
no, before the agent, it was oh, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Because this nigga.
Damn, I
frickin-
want to tell jokes now. What
I
the
love
fuck?
this nigga too. He died. Kenny Ortega.
Kenny Ortega.
So-
R.I.P.
so-
R.I.P.
Shout out
R.I.P.
So
R.I.P.
Kenny
Kenny.
Ortega,
Yes.
I had ran into him at another random show in Manhattan, and he was like, "Yo, bro," he's like, "We want to bring you back to Yonkers, but this time without George." And I was like, "Bro, that's perfect, cause I cut off George like a month ago, and I ain't fucking with him no more." And he was like, "Yo, bro," he's like, "We'll give you the same deal we gave him, 80% of the door, and you know what I'm saying, we keep 20." And that's how I started like getting real comedy. So then I did that first show with them. I made $4,500. That was my first big check was $4,500 off of Kenny Ortega.
Nice. You just on Kenny Ortega because I have a documentary of Kenny Ortega.
Oh really, yo, bro? I would love to, bro. I got a lot of stories with him.
So
That's my guy.
I might
And he-
interview you separately. Just
Yo,
for
this
that.
is
Yeah,
what
man.
connected is fucking for. This
he
is
a
what
really
it's
good
meant
dude.
for. They're gonna create magic.
It's
Let me
crazy,
shut up,
bro,
man.
because he was one of those comedians that was so good, bro. Like I used to get so jealous of him, bro. Like, yo,
Yo,
and that's-
fuck this nigga.
Yo, for
How
real,
does he
bro.
do it?
Yo.
Why does he make it
But
seem
then
so
he would
easy?
Come off stage and be so humble with me,
Right,
bro,
right,
and be
right,
like dropping
right,
gems,
right.
and I'm
Like, oh,
I
that
can't
was
even
nothing.
not like this
Right,
dude.
right,
Like,
right.
Oh, that was no, that Papa,
Like-
Papa, that was nothing, Papa. You got it. You gonna kill him, Papa. Papa, you gonna kill him. You got him next.
Crazy.
Like after you
what's
just
crazy
did that.
Yo.
that Kenny had this thing, right? For example, he'll be like quiet, and then you see him on stage. You're like, that's the same. Going here
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. Like
Not saying
Holy
nothing for like
sh-
2 hours.
he was
until
there
get off
for
stage.
2 hours, quiet. No, didn't say a word, and now he's up there and like, he's fucking killing.
Yeah,
Killing. Crowd is going nuts
yeah.
over this dude, and he was, like,
Amazing.
it was
Yeah, he
crazy,
was
bro.
a
It was
beast.
insane.
He was a legend.
Yeah.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Kenny.
R.I.P.
To
Kenny Ortega.
segue, you gave us kind of a sneak peek into your pockets.
What?
Does
Where
into
did I-
his pockets.
I didn't go. Oh, how much he makes?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
Does
Well, I mean,
Joselito
that was then.
does Joselito pay taxes? Like
Oh,
how does that work? Do you put him on your taxes as a dependent? Like does he
nah.
put you on his taxes as a dependent? Cause that nigga te da comida, loco.
I made him into a business. He's a LLC.
Oh,
I made
that's
Puppet
fire.
Wave Entertainment
Yo, I
LLC.
could give you hella
So I
fucking
started
pointers.
putting everything under the business and everything.
Oh,
so.
you could write off every. Yo,
Yeah, I know. I'm hip.
Yeah,
I'll be writing
yo,
everything.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I
I
can-
be
Well,
riding
yo,
up
I
with-
give you
and-
hella
and-
shit.
and
Nigga,
then
you
the
could get
beauty
a,
of
get
it
a
is
whole
that-
car
is
with
that
his face on it.
Allegedly.
my tax accountant is actually like a childhood friend of mine's. Like we went to school together,
Yeah.
and not only is he a tax accountant, but he works on the IRS side. Like he's the one that comes for your money,
Yeah.
so he knows exactly
He
all
knows
the
that is
trick
it.
is to
Oh.
do. Like all the tricks to do to like.
Yo, can you
like-
connect me? That's what I
allegedly.
need.
I can plug you in. Yeah.
I need to create an LLC first,
He based out of Boston,
bro. I'm not gonna. Let me shut the
Yo,
fuck
that's
up.
crazy. You know you can insure yourself at the same time.
Of what?
Like
Under the LLC?
Yeah, insure yourself from him. Like he pays you.
Oh yeah, I
And
tried
then-
that, but I didn't
And
like
then-
it. It was
yo,
too. It was
no,
too
no, no,
much.
no. And then you could do
We giving financial advice
Hold
on
on.
this
All right,
podcast
right.
today.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen,
We got a
listen.
little bit of everything.
We got it all.
Then,
Do
then
you want to give them this information off of camera?
no, fuck them. So then you could do a loss of wages. So if you ever get sick, you know how you got
Oh yeah.
they pay for that whole time. So whatever you make in like, so let's say your year span, you make
Into the
like,
mic.
I forgot.
Let's say
I
you-
forgot
yeah.
I was here when I caught the COVID.
Yeah. So if you make, let's say you make 100 grand. The first, when he came back,
Puti Puercas in Chicago gave me COVID, bro.
yo. So
That's
let's
another
say
story.
let's say you have 100 grand
Alright,
on deck. Right?
Let me tell Slick something before anything. So you're gonna block that word. They've said it 3 times. 1 and 2.
Oh, that's
Block
a trigger
it.
word.
'Cause
What?
They will knock this video down.
Which
Oh
one?
yeah, you
Not
right.
COVID, yeah.
And he
Bleep
just
it out,
said it a
bleep it
4th
out.
time.
Saying
I
COVID
didn't
will.
say, I didn't say
And a
anything.
5th time.
So if you say COVID on YouTube, it'll-
Oh, yo!
I didn't say,
they
I
will
didn't say
flag the
nothing.
video.
All right. So look. Anyways, so
So make sure you cut out all the parts where we say COVID.
Slick, right here.
all right,
Right here. Boom.
All right, let's change. All right,
Take the
back
timestamp.
back to what it was since they just fucked up everything, and now Slick gotta edit everything because you motherfuckers won't shut the
No,
fuck
he
up.
could just beep it.
Now,
He
now,
beeped it.
Cut this part
Um,
out too.
So you can literally make loss of wages. So they take whatever you have for the year, they divide it by 12. They take your most, like you make like let's say your biggest month. You take your biggest month and you write that off as your biggest month, and they'll pay you for that.
Really?
I
Wait, so
swear on everything I
on like
love.
the tax return you get?
Everything.
Pay
even
you
through
a whole
insurance
year?
and
I'm
everything.
gonna have to look into.
Yo,
A whole
Yo,
year?
all right,
The
all
rest-
right.
the rest of
I
this
feel like what he's
conversation we have
saying
to
is
do
kind
off
of
the-
incriminating.
The rest of the
A
rest
little
of
bit.
this.
Yeah, like
It's
let's.
not really incriminating.
no,
It's
no.
covering yourself. It's because there's a
Oh
lot of
my
people.
God.
There's a lot of people
you know what's
as
funny, though?
businesses. You
It
gotta
sounds like a
understand
loophole I
It-
should have known.
No,
Like,
no bullshit. Is when I got the LLC, like the first thing I realized was this is how rich people stay rich.
Yes.
Like,
Yo,
yeah, they
it's
write
'cause-
off everything.
Yeah, but
like-
it's a lot of things because a lot of people don't understand. Everything's a business.
what's a write-off for the people that don't know? Because that's
A
just
write-off
element.
is anything that you waste on
your
conducting business.
yeah.
Okay,
So-
and what does that mean? I can write it off because he just said that's how rich people stay rich.
So, all right,
writing
so
things
you're,
off.
You're
What-
allowed.
Gas.
Yes,
You-
alcohol.
Okay,
alcohol.
okay, we know
Alcohol,
you can
gas,
write things off,
Yeah.
but
clothes.
writing it off, what
What does
does
that
that do?
So
What
say-
is
You
writing it
You
off?
have a subtotal. You have a
say made
subtotal of
100
a year.
bands
Okay.
a year, right?
Shut
So
up, Superman. You're too. I want him to say he's nice, calm.
say-
I can.
Say you made 100 bands, the taxes on that normally would be like 30%.
Yes.
So 30,000 of that you would have to pay at the end of the year back to Uncle Sam.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what the write-offs do is you want to make it so that it looks like your business broke even or you went under. So you know what I'm saying? So that way you don't have to pay back those taxes because you only have to pay the taxes if it's a profit.
Right.
So the write-offs is basically your expenses for the year.
And you get
So
points.
if you're using gas every day, if
Your
like me,
telephone bill, your clothes,
telephone, your
uniform,
clothes,
Yes.
your
for the
flights,
shows, everything.
alcohol.
Paid an employee.
your
Jewelry.
Your,
Yeah.
your,
But then what
your-
happens
your
is
toes.
that people go OD, they'll go to the strip club, business meeting. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they was at the strip even.
Yes.
But I was with Fulano, we was talking
Yes,
business.
absolutely. And
You know?
you're allowed to get one like expensive jewelry, like a watch or something a year. Like you could write that off a year.
Yeah, cars, you could write
Cars,
it
So
off.
I
the
follow-
cars have to be over a
Property.
certain weight, or you have
Yeah.
to buy it under the LLC.
So that's why G wagons have become popular because
Because of
G
the weight.
wagons meet the 8,000 pound requirement to become a write off at the end of the year.
But you-
So if you go to a Mercedes dealership at the end of the year, you're going to pay $50, $100, $200,000 over sticker because they're sold because
But
everybody comes in and buys
it's-
those just to
it's-
write them off.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
also if you can lease it under your business. If you lease it under your business, it's still a tax write-off. That's why people don't finance. People with businesses don't finance;
Right.
they lease.
Right.
So you can always change it every year, and you always like get a new car.
Yeah.
Right.
The only reason my Jeep is able to meet the criteria is because I put everything else on
The
it.
weight.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a little financial nugget for you people, so you don't think that we only motherfuckers in here, puta y puercos and bichotazos and all that
Nah,
shit up in this bitch.
Can we get a?
It's a whole business.
Can we
behind
get
it.
a hello from every character?
From every hair? Damn, putis, you already know who it is. It's your fave puppet Joselito, abuela's favorite nieto, and your puti's favorite bicho, a.k.a. King Bichotazo.
Hey.
So that's all. ¿Dónde está el ping ping? Bueno, yo estoy aquí muy alegre porque el nieto mío Joselito está, ¿cómo se dice? Facebook famous. The security
added
guard
the
don't talk.
baby,
Yeah,
you
the
added
baby
the
don't talk
baby.
and the security guard don't talk. And then I just added Theo Ricky, which is the fiend. That's
Oh
the
my
newest
God.
character. Yeah, that I literally just added him. I just did my first kid. with
Now,
him.
question: Have you thought about doing like short films or like all these like films? Do you since so now you can like put a face to it, like characterize it, like let's say cartoons or whatever.
Yeah, I have. I actually, well, what I did just recently, we actually just dropped my comic book. So
Get out of
You
town.
have a comic?
Oh, we have a fucking winner.
the independent comic book company that I'm working with. So basically with the comic book, the reason why I wanted to fuck with it was because when they pitched it to me was that he was saying that's an easier way to kind of like get into like movies and TV shows because the comic book itself is already a script and
Yeah.
everything's already visualized for
Yes.
you. So when you pitch it to somebody, the script is all laid out, literally, scene by scene.
The pictures.
Yeah, the pictures is scene by scene, so all you have to do is literally recreate it. You know what I'm saying?
So does that mean we're going to Comic-Con this year?
Yeah, hopefully.
Wow.
Issue
I feel
2,
like
we're
Comic-Con's
gonna start working on
move.
issue 2
You
soon.
wanted to go, right? I wanted to go.
Yeah.
We're gonna start working on my second issue soon. We did the first issue. The name of the comic book series is called Who Framed Joselito?
Is that out already?
Yeah, it's a spin-off of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So basically the whole thing is that Joselito is the host of the Puti Olympics and somebody framed him and a Puti died during the Puti Olympics.
Is that like?
And Joselito gets locked up and now he's trying to find
Where can
who
we
the real
find
killer
that?
was. You can go to my website www.puppetwave.com to order the comic.
www.puppetwave.com.
Okay,
Go get
cool.
that.
What is like the next step to this? Like, what are you trying to do out of this? Some comedians when they do, they're
Fill up
doing,
a stadium.
right.
Yeah, well that
Like
was
you know how some comedians they do acting on social media and all that, and they want to become a movie star and an actor. Like, as far as the puppet, what is the next step to the goal? Like, what's your next goal after this?
I want to keep expanding the tour.
Like,
'cause
do you
that's
want
what
to
I
make it comic or do you want to make it a character as far as like in movies?
You want to make it a comic or you want to make it a character?
Right.
That's
ev-
Rafi's question.
Eventually, yeah, I would like to make it into a movie, like something like Ted would be dope. But
Oh.
Wow.
but right now, I'm focused more on like building the tour because that's where I make most of my money. Like
right.
70% of my money comes from like on tour. So like, and I'm really tight because during the pandemic, I had just signed with a new booking agency. It was called 33rd West out of LA, and my new booking agent's name was JJ Cicero, and we had booked a 30-city tour, bro.
Wow.
30 cities.
30.
It was gonna be my biggest
That's
tour
a
yet.
lot.
Wow.
We was gonna start at the beginning of March.
Florida
It was
don't
gonna
even
take
got-
me to the end of April. Every other day I was
I
gonna be in a
think you
different
told
city,
me about that.
bro. And then the pandemic hit, bro.
Question:
Yeah.
How do you
Cancel my
make
hotel.
that?
I was gonna be sponsored by Live Nation.
How do you do that?
Oh my
How do you
God.
make
Every,
a tour?
every,
How do you do
every
that?
show
30
was gonna be
tour?
Yeah, how
sponsored
do
by
you do
Live
Well,
Nation,
they,
and I was gonna be
um,
doing the House of Blues, all like the
Oh
big
my
venues,
God.
bro. Like, I was
It's
so
like
tight.
you see how he said that? It died out?
No.
Oh.
So he said the House of Blues, and then
No, yeah. So my tour was gonna be sponsored by Live Nation. So
Shit.
like
There you
all
go.
the venues was gonna be
There
bigger.
you
Like
go.
my New York show was gonna be the Gramercy Theater.
Oh my God.
It was gonna be the Gramercy Theater. I was gonna do the House of Blues. I was doing all like bigger venues.
All the
Like I
hard
said,
rocks.
Yeah, and then I got to do
Oh my
one
God.
show. I did my Philly show, and then the pandemic came and it
How-
shut
You ever-
down
you
my
ever
whole
did
show.
anything-
Bro,
Yeah.
that was a
How do-
bag and a half.
How do you get back to
I
that?
lost out on easily. On the low side, I lost out like 30 bands.
How do you get back to that? How do you get back to
lost
them
more
doing
than
that?
More,
More
bro.
because of merch when you add in merch sales and all
You
that.
lost
Yeah.
more than that.
Yeah. But how do I get back?
Yeah, how do you get back?
So
that?
right now, I can't rebook that tour because what happened was now that we back, my booking agent was like, he gotta book everybody that was before me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gotta wait. So he said we can't rebook that tour until 2022. So, but I'm working with my original booking agent. His name is Frank Pellegrino, and so like the reason I had signed with that second booking agency was because my booking agent, he's more like East Coast based.
Keep talking right into the mic.
Yeah. So he's like more East Coast based. So what happened was he was having trouble like getting me a West Coast tour. So that's why he plugged me in with the other agency. So I was
dope
about
that he's able to do that. Like, yo.
what we was gonna do, we was gonna transition where the other JJ was gonna be my booking agent, and then Frank was gonna turn into my role manager. So we was.
So you have like a proper team. Like it's not you by yourself anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a camp.
I got gringos representing me, papi.
There's a yeah.
Good.
Like
That's
yo,
good.
don't
That's
talk to
good.
me. Talk to my agent. Don't talk to
Yeah.
me. Talk to my manager.
Yeah.
Like what's on is for me. What's on a rider for Joselito the Puppet when he goes do a show? Like what's on the rider?
I need
What is
all
that?
green M&Ms.
Yo, I have the same shit.
Nah.
I need all red Starbursts.
Nah,
And I don't
actually, I'm
want
simple. I just need a hookah, bottle of Remy Martin, some Red Bull, and that's about it. Really, I don't really be.
at
asking
your
for too
level.
much.
You don't go
You-
into
you
like
don't do
green
like-
rooms.
You
Like,
don't
Oh,
be
of course,
like,
yeah,
You don't
Right.
be like, yo, have
Oh,
me
yeah,
some
my bitch
cheese
also
and
said
grapes
everything
and
regular.
wine, and you don't do that?
Huh?
Like have the cheese and grapes and wine and all that, the crackers.
Nah, I don't go too crazy like that. Like I said,
No?
the most I'll ask for is like some food, couple bottles. You know what I'm saying?
But
Sometimes,
is it
sometimes I'll ask if I
specific
could like
food?
smoke.
Like, yo, I need some sliders,
Yeah.
well done cheeseburgers or medium well cheeseburgers
I
or
feel like
Nah.
your rider is crazy.
no, because
Nah,
like
I don't
like
be asking for
the-
too much. I be
He's
like,
like,
you
I
know
only
what's
want
crazy?
the egg whites, but
Here's what's-
from
You know
a
what's
cow
crazy?
from.
they
that
I have a rider
my
story.
rider has never gotten crazy.
Yeah.
Cause I just be like, yo, I'll eat when I get there.
Yeah.
You know
I'll
what
be
I'm
like, yo,
saying?
I want a new shirt.
But
I want a new pair of sneakers.
I always did keep the like liquor.
the tab.
Like I'll be like, yo, I need at least 2 bottles. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, for me and my comics.
Yeah.
Cause every time I would book at least 2 or 3 comics with me.
Yeah. Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, yo, make sure that I have liquor for my guys. I don't want my guys going out to buy a bottle or get a
Right,
drink.
Yeah.
You know, like give me some liquor and make sure that our money's in the
Yeah.
account. You know.
Yeah.
I did a show.
I don't really be too pressed about the rider really, because I really care more about the back end money. So.
Yo, I did a show in Milwaukee, and before I get
Oh
there,
wait, Aka, right?
with
Aka,
Aka,
right?
yo,
Yeah.
he's my West Coast, like he's my West mid. He's
Midwest.
He's like my Midwest now guy. Like
Yeah.
he'll get me bookings
good
now in the
guy.
Midwest.
Nah, yeah, he's a good
He's
guy.
yo, I met that dude, bro, and forever I will love Aka. Bro, my first show in Milwaukee, they asked me like, yo, what do you want on your rider? Like, we'll have everything. They're so like willing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yo, as long as I have my like, this is my first time going to that far out.
Yeah.
So
Bro, you know what's funny though? The farther out you go, the more love you get.
yes, bro, I was in Cali and it was like on this. So there's a spectrum. New York, your own city, they don't give a fuck, nigga. You show up, you sit with the rest of the people, drink what we have. If not, fuck you.
Yeah.
You get into like Texas, it's like you get, so it's like a spectrum. Nigga, I've experienced New York and I've experienced California. The love in California is fucking
Crazy.
different. It's different. I mean, you can meet some come mierdas, but
Of course,
It's-
it's LA.
alright. So Milwaukee, that has been the most hospitable place I've been to that I felt like Romeo Santos.
Wow.
So before I'm like, yo, Joby wrote up the contract for me.
Right.
They're like the writer section, like, yo, what do you need? Like, yo, it's my first time there. Make sure I have somebody with me at all times, just making sure that if I need to go somewhere, I can go. And hookah. And when I get to the spot, that I have my drink, I have my hookah, I have my food, and a security at the
VIP section.
that's it. Bro, I get there and the hookah's trash. La hookah no sirve.
Oh yeah, because it's the Midwest.
La hookah no sirve.
They ain't on
They
the
got
hookah
little
like
ass
that.
bowls.
Yeah.
They don't. So
They ain't
I
even
get
on the
there
hookah
and they
wave
giving
like
you
that.
some weird ass flavor. I'm like, yo, I need mint flavor. Like, what is this? The niggas drove 2 hours to get mint flavor to bring it back to the show.
Wow.
And they made it back in time.
They made it back.
Wow.
Speaking of hookah, we need a
Bro,
refill,
nosotros encontramos, we brought that shit by the pound. Like, they brought pounds of that shit. Because where we were at, ellos no tenían menta.
Crazy.
Wow.
Like, they're like, yo, here. Like,
That's dope.
We need a refill on this one.
Yo, that's cool.
bro, like, so at your level, right? Like, we can say you have passed of just being a social media comedian.
Yeah.
You're not a regular. You're not in the. You're headlining your own shows.
Yeah.
You don't need the circuit.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
You don't
Nah.
need the circuit.
What is
Nah,
the circuit?
nah.
What is the circuit?
Like
The
the comedy
circuit
scene.
is like, you know, you go to the Laugh Lounge, you go
Yeah.
to
Up and coming comedians,
know,
right?
you go to
the-
a hot comedy
Yeah.
club and
Yeah.
you gotta give them your available.
yeah,
Like, yo, I'm available Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
yeah.
I'm available every weekend, you know, and they'll call you and put you on shows. Like, yo, you got a
Like
Friday,
you already name, you, like
8:30.
you already got a name for yourself.
You kind of like will get on their roster.
Yeah.
So like every comedy club got like
This
20
is kind
to
of
30
cool.
comedians
I'm like in a
that they
room with
fuck
like a whole bunch of cool people, and I realize like there's not a lot of people who get to do this. So I'm like, oh, all right, I know these fuckers. Like, they ain't shit.
Fuck you. So do you know? So the circuit is is a circuit of comedy clubs, and as a new and up and coming
You gotta
comedian,
work your,
you
work
have
the
to work
circuit.
the
Work your way up.
circuit.
Yeah,
You have to make yourself known. You have to
Yeah.
put in the work. You have to go to each one of these comedy clubs. Sometimes you hit 5 comedy clubs in one night.
Yeah.
Just
See,
so
so-
people can take you seriously and for you to get your name out there as a comic
So they could book you.
so they can book you. So now you become a regular at one of these comedy clubs.
Yeah.
So now from there, you're a regular. Maybe a producer comes in. They'll book you for a pilot for a TV show. HBO might come in. They might give you an HBO special. You know, like that's where people go to kind of find their break in
the
comedy.
circuit. The circuit.
But that's like an old school formula.
Yeah, now it's social media.
No,
Yeah.
now,
But them old school comedians, they still don't respect the hustle of.
Oh, bro, you gotta tell me.
Yeah, like
What-
you've gotten
How
that.
you think me, bro? I'm a puppet and I'm a social media guy. But they don't understand that I came from the stand-up first.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of the guys, like, you know what I'm saying, they'll get booked to open up for me, and they'll be like a guy that's been doing it for 20 years, and they be looking down on me until they hear my set, and they're like, hold on, you
Oh.
really do this. And I'll be like, yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because a lot of the social
I'm
media
mad as
guys
hell. I
don't
haven't
have
gone to
shit.
any of you guys' sets.
because you a bitch.
I'm a full-time father. Suck my dick.
But,
So are mine. So is he. So is
No,
he.
but I have
yeah.
custody.
So is he?
I have custody.
So do I. So does.
No,
Nah, I don't got custody.
By
Oh,
myself.
So does.
my daughter's
Together, gracias. Yo, back me up, guys. Lie.
my daughter's coming.
I take
Come and
kids. I
go.
take
Fucking.
I
He's
take
making
in
us.
little kids that are not
Yeah.
mine. You know, cousins and all that. So yeah.
His
daughters
kids are
are
on his
kinda
couch
grown.
But,
right
but
now.
it's true what you said. I because of Joselito, I got to leapfrog. I skipped steps.
Yes.
I didn't have to take the traditional.
So that's a different level.
Yeah. I
So
took it.
you're at that level now.
Yeah. I'm at that level. I'm at
What?
the headliner level.
Bro, like we need to get you a special,
That was the plan, bro.
a Netflix special,
I
an
w-
HBO special, a Showtime special.
was
Bro,
finna
that
do that
shit
with
was
the
probably
tour.
that shit was probably gonna be recorded throughout
The
that
tour,
whole
yeah.
tour.
Yeah.
It was gonna be
my booking
something-
agent that I was talking about, JJ. That was the plan. He was gonna film my whole tour and pitch it to Netflix. Yeah.
What
But all that
has
shit's on
been
pause.
what has been the biggest? I don't want to say check. You've sold out 600 people, but what has been your biggest accomplishment from the beginning of the journey to now? Because we're gonna keep grinding, we're gonna keep going further. But since you started to now, what has been your biggest like wow moment? I can't believe this shit happened.
Your biggest accomplishment.
My biggest accomplishment?
being in the room with me. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a big
I was
moment.
just gonna say that too.
Period.
No, 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 no. Oh, we have a fucking winner.
Just going on tour and like selling out the shows, like that's still like humbling to
like
me.
knowing that,
Yeah, that I got this
that
many
you
fans,
did
yeah.
this from your room with a puppet,
Mhm.
and now it's like, Jesus Christ, look, all these people bought tickets. Have you ever passed by the front and see the line?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
How does
taking
that
those snaps.
feel?
It
How
feels
does that
good,
shit
yeah.
feel? Like you see the line.
Like I
and
said, it's even cool for me too, cause people don't know
they
who I
don't know
am.
it's you.
So I be there,
you
like
can
like
walk
take
through
my
the
little sneaky
line.
videos.
Like,
They don't
yo,
even know it's me.
who we gonna see? Like you be online, who we gonna see?
Yeah.
Like what's going on?
That nigga whack.
Like like you ever been like, damn, these people know me? Like, yeah, you know, like I didn't know these people knew who I was. You know what I mean? Have Have you ever been in that position?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's every show is humbling.
All right,
You know what I'm saying? When you got people coming, and then
Have you seen a
Sorry.
celebrity at your show?
That's a good question,
Have
Rafizi.
Have you seen a celebrity at your show?
the biggest celebrity that probably came to my show was a couple basketball players. Marcus Smart was at one of my shows in Boston.
Yeah, Boston Celtics, baby.
I don't know what that is.
Who else?
Damn.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
I'm with you today.
Basketball.
Baby Bash, sugar, get so fly.
Get out of
Shit,
town.
shit,
Was that one of your shows?
He's actually a big fan of mine. He actually brought me on one of his shows too. When he was with Paul Wall, they came to Boston. He brought me on stage too. But he was the first celebrity that ever reposted me and started getting me lit.
Power? You said Power?
No,
Say
Baby
Pow
Bash.
Wow.
Baby Bash.
He's not on this
Baby Bash.
episode. He clocked out.
Yeah, he's like an old school rapper, but he used to sing that song. Sugar,
he said
sugar,
Paul
so
Wall.
fly.
Okay.
Except
Talking
Paul
to
Wall.
somebody, relax.
Yeah, but and then I had Jose Baez. He's like a famous celebrity lawyer. He did Aaron Hernandez's case. He did the Casey Anthony case. Yeah,
Aaron
but
Hernandez,
no.
the football player. The one that
Absolutely.
committed
I don't
suicide,
know. I don't know Jose Baez.
Who's the
Yeah.
most famous person in your contact list right now?
probably Fat Joe.
Fat Joe?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then, well, you was there too. We did the Wendy Williams show.
Yeah, we did. We did the
Oh.
Wendy Williams.
Yeah, I did the Wendy Williams show twice actually. And then, well, yeah, probably between Baby Bash and Fat Joe.
Who's the most famous person in your contact list?
Joselito. No, no.
Nah, you can't.
I got Cardi B's number.
Ay, Dios
Oh,
mío.
actually, you know what? Shout out my guy Edgar Balanga
Oh
too.
my
He
God,
on the
I
come
have
up.
a frame upstairs that one of
Edgar
my old
Balanga.
artists
Edgar
made
Balanga.
for her, and it's still
Isn't
there.
that the title of your
You
song?
want it?
Yeah, I made a song.
Yeah,
after
what?
You
that.
made a
She
song.
made
You
like a
do
art
music
thing
now
and
and
it's
shit.
in my hallway.
Joselito. So
Let's record it so I can show it to her.
you were in a Cardi B or you and Cardi B were in a music video.
Right.
Yeah, which one?
Yeah, Choppy Choppy. That was before she became Cardi
that was
B.
the Loopy days.
Yeah, Loopy.
Loopy blogger?
Yo,
Yeah, I
shout
remember
out
that.
Loopy the blogger, yo. He
Word,
needs
word.
to
Shout
get
out
it
to
together.
Loopy.
That's actually how I first got put on to you. Was all the skits you used to do with Loopy back in the days.
Yeah.
Loopy,
Me and
Loopy
did a
was
lot of
fucking
skits.
funny. Like he needs to get it
Yeah.
together and get back.
Yeah, he moved to
Yeah.
Miami.
We miss him though.
Did he?
Yeah, he moved to Miami. He
We
just
miss
reached out
him.
to me recently. He told me if I'm ever in Miami to come through and check.
What's
on
he
his
doing?
back.
What's he doing?
He's just trying to get back to the skits and
Yeah?
shit.
I gave him a shout out recently. He has a new page.
Yeah, he got a new
And,
page.
I
yeah.
saw it. I put it up right away. I didn't even think about it.
I've never had a conversation with him. It's always been just me watching him on Instagram.
Nah,
He probably don't even know who I am, but I've been a fan of him. I've been a fan of him from forever.
Yeah.
Cause Loopy,
Yeah, he's a
that's
legend.
classic.
He's a
That's
Who's the most
Yeah.
famous
Yeah.
person on your contact list?
My contact list. I have. I don't know. I don't know how to break it down from fame, but I have Alex Sensation. I have.
Oh, I have that number.
I have Jose Reyes. I have Adoni. I have.
Oh, you got DJ
yeah,
Adoni's
yeah,
number?
yeah.
I don't have his
Bro,
number.
we met Adoni.
Where?
Adoni opened for us. He was our DJ in Massachusetts, in
Oh,
Lawrence.
Yeah, he was.
He
definitely
was our.
Wait, the same
Yeah,
time I was
yeah.
there?
Yes,
Really?
I think you were there. Maybe
At the Win show?
At Elixir.
Elixir, the
yeah.
second floor show.
Oh
When
no,
we
no,
were at a-
that's
That's Lawrence. That was
that's yeah, that's.
I don't think you were there. It was me, Chicho, you, and D,
Yeah,
and
that's-
Ivan.
That's another place. It's called
Was I there?
That we had the
Attica?
green room in the back,
yeah,
and then
where
they
we
got
had the
into it.
hats and stuff.
Yeah. That show.
Was it Attica?
Prob-
Attica.
It was Attica.
Yeah,
Attica.
Attica. Yeah.
Attica second floor.
Bro, he was the DJ that night.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was the DJ that night. So, damn, I'm sorry if I'm missing you. T.I. I have T.I.
Oh,
T.I. Yeah, T.I. is probably the most famous person. I
T.I.
have.
like
T.I.
Trouble
T.I.
Man,
Pit.
T.I.?
Yeah, Tip.
ATL.
Nah,
yeah,
bro. You
yeah.
got.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I have T.I.
Talking about.
Yeah, that's
DJs.
the most that's the
And you
most
got
that's the most
T.I.
famous. That's the most famous. I've never hit him up. He just slid in my DM.
Yo,
Yo,
you know
he
what
found-
has me mad, bro? Right now.
King
that-
Batch. I have King Batch's number.
I'm so mad because right before the pandemic, I was gonna get sponsored by his clothing line.
T.I.?
Was a coup.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, they sent me the catalog. They said circle everything you want. I circled like 40 things. I kid you not. All the jeans, every color, fucking. I had shirts, sweatsuits, all the shit. They said, yo, you're gonna be the first Hispanic influencer sponsored by a coup. and I was like, wow, this is great. And then the pandemic hit, and I never heard from them people.
Right, yo, we'll call you.
Damn
Ring,
it, T.I.
ring,
That's it for
ring.
sure,
I could
everybody.
probably connect you, Tommy.
Please.
I could probably
That's-
connect you.
Please
awesome.
connect me.
I could
That's
probably
awesome.
connect you.
Please
So
connect me.
I forgot what skit it was that. I forgot.
Let's all
Made 'em
dress in
reach
a
out.
coup.
I forgot what it was. Like he started following me, DJ Drama, like all these like, you
Big
know, like
pages.
Atlanta people,
Yeah.
Hollywood people. They started.
Columbus Day.
So Lala
Anthony
Anthony follows me.
posted you.
Yeah, she remade one of my videos.
Really?
Yeah, she
Like a
remade.
What,
TikTok?
TikTok?
Yeah, she the other dude, the football player, Puerto Rican kid, not OBJ, the other one. He used to play for the Giants.
Oh, Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz.
Yeah, Victor
He's
Cruz,
all
yeah.
he's
That's
redid one
yeah
of yours.
he does almost
They redoing your TikToks?
yeah like
That's hilarious.
You know, not to cut you off, but you know what's funny? That's when I realized how lit you was. When my baby mama, bro, and she's an Irish spooty from Boston, was telling me about you. Like, if I didn't know you, like, have you ever heard of this guy, Mr. Nueva York, on TikTok? You need to do a video with him. I'm like, yo, that's my boy. Like, what you mean? Like, how do you know him? You don't even know Spanish. Like,
yo, we
That's
hang out.
hilarious.
What do you mean? That's my nigga. This nigga, fuck this nigga.
yeah, for real.
Yeah, nah, bro, it's crazy when you think about it. I don't see like you say that, and to me, I act awkward. I don't know how to take that. Like,
Yeah.
so it's
'Cause
crazy when you
you
see.
know what it is? Because you don't see it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't see it.
Yeah.
We don't see it.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you start putting it into perspective, like where this has taken us.
Yeah.
And I want to say I was kind of the last batch of social media people that came up that made a name for themselves on social media and kind of stayed relevant.
Yeah.
Because now there's a new person coming every week.
Oh my God. I was just having that convo with somebody recently where I'm like, bro, I don't know how many people that I started with that they don't even do it. no
Yeah,
more.
there's people that's
Yeah.
falling off. There's people that
Yeah.
they go viral today, tomorrow you never.
Yeah.
You know, like so I'm blessed I was able to catch that kind of last wave of people that kind of slipped through the crack
Yeah.
and like kind of established.
Because now it's harder.
It's
harder to go
hard,
viral, yeah.
bro. It's hard with TikTok, bro. Everybody's a fucking video content creator.
Bro, that's
That
my,
is true.
Bro,
Bro,
have
my
you
daughter,
seen,
my
have
daughter,
you seen
my daughter does
the old
YouTube.
lady,
I
the
have
old
a
lady
theory.
and the old man that just dance salsa?
Oh yeah, they follow me.
Get out of
Yeah,
town.
yeah, they follow me.
I
They
have
just
I have
dance.
I have my
They
own
just-
little theory behind that TikTok shit too. Like, I feel like that was on purpose. Because
The
if you-
pandemic?
No. How he said everybody goes viral on TikTok. Because think about it. When we first started, right? Like,
Right.
say, 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
The influencers were the ones doing the promos. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now Instagram, TikTok got their own promo. So we kind of cutting their throat with our promo. So if everybody goes viral, why do we need you? Why do I have to pay
Yeah.
you for a promo? I'd rather pay Instagram for
Yeah.
the promo because
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
could go viral. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
I feel like it was their own little scheme. Like, these guys are making too much
Yeah.
money. How can we get in on this bread?
I want to cut.
Bro, if you notice, if you post a promo, bro, online, right? If I post a Boot the Olympic skit, 100,000 views. Next skit will be a promo, same amount of followers, bro, 10,000 views.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
deliberately make it so you don't get as many views on that promo.
I
Like, you
can't
know what I'm
relate.
saying?
My promos be hitting.
But
Because
that's
I do my promos like you don't even know. Like
You wouldn't
it's a
even know
promo, but like you won't even know. Like I make sure I don't do promos if they don't let me be creative control. Like if they be like, oh no, you gotta hold this bottle and say, oh, come shop, I won't do it. I'll
Yeah.
turn down the money. It could be a bag.
Yeah.
I gotta do a skit. I gotta do a poppy skit,
Yeah.
and then the promo will be embedded into
Hidden
that
in
skit.
there, yeah.
So-
subtle
Yeah,
promo.
whatever.
That's
yeah.
the best promo.
Yeah,
Subtle.
Whatever.
Not
T.I.
me. I be doing straight
to have a
up
concert
regular
with
shit.
T.I., that's pretty dope.
I'll do a fucking
dope.
Coca-Cola commercial on you right there. Dressed as Goldie and everything. Drink Coca-Cola. Hola, gracias.
I can't.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
because
give
I'm
a
not that
shit.
creative to kind of make it like to sell it.
Yeah.
I have to sell myself with the product. Like,
I just sold that concert as Goldie, sleeping in front of the United Palace. Like,
What-
you know, waiting for Adoni.
What's the most bullshit you ever had to promote? Like, you ever had to promote some shit where you're like, how the fuck am I gonna promote? Like, it's just be some
man,
bullshit. Like,
I'll tell you this much. I got lucky.
Like, how
I
am
got
supposed to
lucky.
promote this
I
shit?
got lucky because I was a freelancer for a company for like a year and change. I made like easily $100,000 with them,
Jeez.
and like, let's say I got fired. No, we didn't get fired. We got released in January, and like almost getting to March, they all went to jail.
What? The promo
Yeah,
people?
yeah,
What?
because
It
it
was
was
some
a,
scam?
it was a, it was a
That's
Ponzi
crazy.
scheme type shit.
Come
Like
on.
they did some crazy shit. Like at that moment, I had to like really stop doing promos for a while for like credit companies and stuff like that, because what happened was that they almost killed my credibility, because people would hit me up with like the fucking the news.
Yeah.
The jail, the people going to jail,
Yeah.
talking about, hey, I went to these people because of you. And now, $200,000 and woo, 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 woo.
Oh, fuck
Like,
my money.
like, hold up, bro. You went them, because I was doing commercials. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I didn't know that they were doing that.
Yeah.
You know, and what happened was at one point, the dude, so they had something called a joint venture. So they'll tell you, yo, I'm going to give you 15 grand just for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it out on your credit. But they'll take out 100 grand, give you the 15, tell you don't have to pay it back, and use the 80, and just flip that 80 a million times,
Yes.
right? But it was under your credit.
Wow.
Damn, that's smart.
You know what I'm saying? So what
How can I,
happened?
yo, Superman, can I use your social?
So what happened was,
I got a quick 20 for you.
so what happened was that at the end, they made it so that you had to pay back the whole 100.
Of course.
Oh.
Because that's a loan
scam
on
shit,
you.
yeah,
You
some
took out the
scam
$100,000.
So people were
That's like
like,
the scamming shit when they like drop this
people,
$8,000.
people used to take that. They used to see that first 15 and
Go
be like,
crazy, yeah.
yes, I got the 15. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I holla, thinking they didn't have to pay back a cent.
Yeah.
And it
You got to
wasn't.
pay back 100 now.
Now you gotta pay back.
Not even the 15, right? Like,
You gotta pay back 100,000.
Bro, imagine you in that position.
oh, they got 15.
Imagine you in that position. Yo, Joselito, to end this out, right? I introduced this. Of course you can have this. Of course.
Thank you, brother.
Of course.
Yeah, and
Excuse me, guys, I
pass
have
him
to go check out
Joselito as
something.
well.
Eh?
Pass him Joselito as well, so he could close the show.
El Diablo.
Damn, grab him by his neck like
misused
that.
him, man.
El Diablo pasa.
La abuso.
Yo, there's a $150 hat he got on. Wow, mad
This
disrespectful.
is my son right here.
He's lit, bro. Look at them J's.
Yeah, these are custom right here. Somebody came to a show and gave them to
Custom
me.
made.
Yeah, like custom give it back.
You stupid.
Yo, so we introduced a new segment on our last episode with Tommy
Called the boat.
called Taking a Ride on the Boat.
Ooh.
Right? So taking a ride on the boat is best of all times, right? So this is best of all time Joselito edition. Joselito, best of all time rapper.
Rapper? Drake.
Drake.
Ever.
Yeah.
Best of all time clothing line.
Fubu.
You lying.
Yo.
Fucking lying.
Hitting us with this Puerto Rican bullshit.
That little FB in the back of the jeans used to
Alright.
hit in high school.
All right.
Nah. Echo across the jean shorts.
All right.
Nah, Jabot.
It ain't Ralph,
Nah, I
though.
didn't like the Jabot.
Jabot jeans was fire.
Yeah, Gerbad.
It ain't Ralph, though.
Gerbad.
It ain't Ralph.
LRG. Remember LRG back?
LRG. I fuck with
used to
LRG.
like
LRG.
LRG.
That shit's still in Marshalls.
Yo, I was fat. Well, I'm back in. So that was like the only clothing lines that carried my size, like Buffalo, like those companies.
Rafi is the worst at this.
Joselito,
Right.
I miss Mike, bro, because this seat wouldn't be empty right now.
I know Rafi took a shit. He took a piss. He took a phone call. He has a business meeting. He just checked all his emails. He just grew 2 inches.
Joselito, best
He's a half a Cari Fresco, so he's only here for half the podcast.
best of all time food, best of all time meal.
Arroz con gandules and pending.
Hey, that
Nice.
shit hit. That shit slaps.
Nice.
Best of all time experience with a fan.
Experience with a
With a fan.
Oof.
I had a
incriminating.
threesome with these 2 stripper booties.
Wow.
Wowzer.
Oh
But-
my God.
But the funny part about it was that like I was really trying to be a good dude because I was with my mans.
This nigga's trying to be respectful.
Nah, I was with my boy and I was trying to throw one of the putis to him,
Really
and
nice.
she was like, "Nah, she just wanted to have a threesome." So I was like, "Ah."
Was it a threesome or foursome?
No, it was a threesome. Joselito was watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another legendary episode with Joselito the Puppet and the voice, the hand, the movements, the pleasure behind. We have Daniel, a.k.a. Woody, ladies and gentlemen.
The way he said that. Fire.
Let's get
all the pun
connected.
intended.
If you guys already don't, it's the Puppet Joselito across
Of course.
all social media. If you guys want to check out my tour, October 16th, I'm in Morris Plains, New Jersey. October 23rd, I'm in Manhattan at the Stand. October 24th, I'm in Springfield, Massachusetts at the MGM Casino.
Nice.
I'm sorry. November 13th, I'm going to be in West Hartford, Connecticut. And November 6th, I'm in Washington, D.C. You can go to Linktree/Joselito The Puppet with a DA, or just Google Joselito The Puppet tour tickets, and it'll pop up. So come check me out on the live tour, guys. It's a fun show, and you guys are gonna have a good time. I guarantee you're gonna laugh your cooling off.
Say bye to the putis.
Bye, puppies.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get connected. We had Rafizi.
He disappeared.
He disappeared. Poof. Yours truly, Nueva York, Danny. We got Tommy 5000 guest co-host, and
Don't be
Superman.
Superman.
Fuck you. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good one.